I was padding up for a bit and he started bullying me, right? He was like hitting me in the pad and that, you know, I was on the top bunk and that, and it's just come out the top, started hitting me and pulling me off the bed, and he was bullying me. You know, he was choking her that much that she was passing out. So I was like, no problem. I said, when I see him, I'm gonna kill him, mate, because she's my mum at the end of the day, innit? So I put a big chopper down the side there, Sean, yeah? A big blade, right? So I thought, oh, if I see him, I'm going to give it him, yeah? Whip the blade out, yeah? Whip the blade out, run at him, went like I went to put it in him, yeah? But he's like kind of dodged me. So I'm like that now. Do you know what I mean? I cut him across the neck, across his arm. So anyway, I went up to town, got jumped on by all plod and all that. Went to the police station, got nicked with attempted murder. The fucking bellends, we run over, gripped me out the neck, like that, up against the wall, yeah. I was like choking, he's like, you ever call me that again, I'll snap your chin. Boom, yeah. Not joking, Sean, right? He broke all my eye socket off one punch, yeah. Be serious for a long time. This is the calibre of fighters we're in. My mate there who corners me, he's obviously a trained fighter for many, many years, Muay Thai, and he's an animal. So yeah, we're ready for it. Oh, not long now, son, not long. Basically, they come off my channel and wanted to do the same as me. It doesn't work out for them, there's a lot of them do it, so then they turn on me, start making lies up, trying to turn people against me. Listen, I'm still soldiering on, I'm still myself, I'm still doing well. Look where I'm at now, mate, come on. You know, I'm fighting on a big event, co-main event.
What's that?
Did you say we need ID?
Who the f*** is going to think you're under 18?
I think you're under 18.
Do you know what, mate? I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to lie, I do feel a bit nervous now, like, to be honest.
Shout out to the Bay Gym, Colwyn Bay, North Wales.
Nice.
Paul, fighting trolls, is going to give us a bit of a tour. He's going to show us some of the training he's been doing. He's going to bench press Wild Woman if that's too easy. He's going to bench press Jen.
Stop saying that, you know, we said that all the way here.
And then we're going to go to the pub and he's going to tell us his life story. There's an 8-year prison sentence involved. There's some interactions with the Albanians and other mafias, so it's going to be a gripping story today. Really appreciate Paul spending his time with us.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, so let's have a look around then.
Yes. So obviously you've got, this is the reception area, of course. Then you've got obviously all this. It's a really good gym, and do you know what it is? It's friendly. Everyone in here is friendly. You know, if you come here, Sean, everyone's just, you know, they'll help you out. And, you know, so obviously you've got this in here. So basically, yeah, he's going to take us through a few workouts. I know what I'm doing, yeah, but I'm not like an expert with, you know, with all this kind of stuff, do you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm alright at it. more of a boxer now, do you know what I mean?
Get there, man. Yeah.
I'll get there. So this time I hope, so Saturday I'm going to win my fight, yeah?
Yeah, you'll definitely.
See my fight, because it's my first fight, it's win, lose or draw, yeah?
You never lose, man.
No,
You're always there, do you know what I mean?
no, I know this, but what I'm saying is there's a possibility, so with that, there's still an opportunity with the 3D Fight Club, with any of the losers, yeah, or draws, there's still an opportunity that, like, I don't want to say too much until they release it, but there's going to be an opportunity for us, and yeah, I'm going to be working with them as well, so it's alright, isn't it?
Now the music's off, do you want to just tell the viewers where we are and what we're about to do?
Yeah, okay then, so where we're at, we're in Colwyn Bay, the Bay Gym in Colwyn Bay, so if you're from around here, come here, it's a good gym. So what we're going to do, Sean and Jen have obviously come down with Wild Woman, yeah? So we're going to give me a bit of an interview, tell my life story. So what we're going to do at the moment, we're going to do a bit of gym stuff, yeah? Have a little chat and that, talk about the 3D Fight Club and stuff, not too much because I want to put it into my story, do you know what I mean, into the interview. So yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a laugh and that here, have a bit of a buzz and that, you know, and just, yeah, have a bit of fun, isn't it, Sean?
Jen's just getting changed,
Yeah.
she's going to come out of the gym in a minute and do some bench presses.
Yeah, me and Sav are going to bench press Jen,
I'm
yeah?
barber as well, now.
Yeah, he's my barber, isn't it? Yes, hey, listen,
King, innit?
I haven't asked him to come here today, it's not a set-up, honestly.
No,
he was in
All
here.
spontaneous.
His barbers, yeah, is the Razor Kings? Razor Kings in Colwyn Bay High Street, yeah. Best barbers in Colwyn Bay, trust me.
In
on
North
that one.
Wales.
In North Wales, trust me on that one.
We'll put a link in the description box
Yeah.
to the barbers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and trust me, go there. Once you go there, like, you know, you're never know not gonna go there. Trust me, I love going
I
there.
might get my chest hair touched up.
Yeah. One all over.
Oh, innit?
A little comb.
Oh man, is this live or is it just?
No, we're going to put all this together and have like a proper video made
Oh, that's
by
gonna
my
be sick,
cameraman.
Kat.
Yeah,
Ross,
yeah.
Yeah. But so what are you gonna do? Put that all together and then put the interview in? Or
Like we go out with Darren G, we film him all day, and we put it together 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, that's sick. That.
Yeah.
It's a good
Hopefully
thing,
I
that.
rushed me here before then, yeah.
So obviously, it'll be good as well to see meet up after the fight, yeah. Like
Yeah.
talk about how
The aftermath.
I'm fighting.
What time are you fighting Saturday?
I'm fighting near the top because obviously, like they said.
What time around, you know?
Around, I'd probably say around 6, 7, I reckon about half 8, 9, 10. Around half, in between 8 and 10 I'm going to fight because I'm at the top. I said to him, look, I want to fight first, mate, so I can have my fight and go and have a bit of fun with the people. But they said, look, you can't fight first because you're one of the top draws, you know. I'm like near the top. Do you know what I mean? I've advertised this fight club from day one since I knew, do you know what I mean?
Do you want to tell the viewers how you got involved in the 3D Fight Club?
Yeah, so what happened was, Dougie Joyce, yeah, big, good lad Dougie. So I knew Dougie Joyce from jail. I was in jail with Dougie Joyce and I was in jail with Johnny Joyce. So obviously I chat to Dougie every now and again, not like every day, do you know what I mean? So last summer we decided, well, we were speaking about a fight club, yeah, about like this event now. So last summer he said, look, you're going to be on it, Paul. He said, I promise you, mark my words, you're going to be on the first event, right? So then 5-6 months went by and then this event came out, didn't it? So obviously got hold of Dougie and he's like, listen Paul, you're first on the list, mate, you're on that fight no matter what. So from there, so from December up until now, you know, I've been training on and off. Started training properly about 3 weeks ago. Obviously because of all the trolling, we'll get into that when we're talking. The trolling, you know, put me off my training, and so I trained for about 3 weeks and then Saturday, fight night, it's on, mate. So big respect to Dougie Joyce and Dean for the 3D Fight Club. If you haven't got your tickets, you haven't got your pay-per-views, link me up on Instagram or anything on my channel, innit? Sean will put my channel in the description and we'll go from there, innit? Big respect.
Yeah, shout out to Dean and Dougie, we had a great night out with you guys. Much love and respect. And Jen is now going to join in the training.
Get up,
She's got her gear on.
It's not even funny.
Get you! So basically, my mate, my hairdresser, he's going to take us, obviously, through a little workout, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll go from there, innit? We can air better now. So yeah, let's go from there. We're going to, if we can, Sean, yeah, if we can, we'll get Wild Woman on the old, me and Jen will go this side. She can just bench press a little 30 or something, yeah?
Wild Woman.
Yeah, Wild Woman.
Do you want to do one?
Do you want what?
Just
Try and bench press without any weights on it.
I can't, someone.
And
I
it-
can't.
Oh yeah. She's got health situations.
no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't lift anything.
Appreciate you trying to include the Wild Woman.
We'll go from here, Sean. We're not going to lift them
Can we
up.
lift you?
Can you lift me?
Yeah.
You ready next? I'll go now. I'll just do. Well,
Look, might you injure
pretend,
yourself?
yeah?
Might you injure yourself?
Lift me, baby, lift me. You don't have to go there stuff like that.
It's only light, but you know, I've got a fight on Saturday and I don't want to injure my bicep.
How heavy is it?
He's jumping now.
If it's only lighter weights, like
Yeah,
It's heavy, that.
That's quite light.
out, right?
Yeah, okay, don't do it.
Kilos. Oh, God, I'm feeling-
That's the hands there, that's it.
That's heavy for me. No.
Good. Go on.
Come on.
Breathe when you do
You
this.
can do it, Jen. You can do it.
She used to say some more.
Come on. That's it, you're doing yourself now. Come on.
Tipping this way. She's
Come on, think of that Blaze class.
Oh no, I don't.
You did 45
I must
minutes.
improve my posture.
You did 45 minutes of circuits last week.
Oh, let me just grab my phone, Sean.
Alright, come on, keep going. 6, come on. 7, go down, more down. That's it. Hey, come on, down. That's it.
Oh my God.
One more. That's it. Come on.
Jen's hardcore, aren't you, Jen?
That's it.
How's your arms feeling?
Absolutely knackered. Oh, that is.
What was more
that is
intense?
Why aren't you doing it, Sean?
Working out with, I'm doing the filming.
That one's the good one.
Oh God.
What machine next?
That looks like she's getting better. What is that? What's that?
It looks like it should have a sex swing on it.
Oh, yeah, there's the attachment for the swing.
Just push squats away.
Yeah.
Your chest.
No, that's wrong one. Sorry.
You say that's going up.
Yeah, that one, sorry. That one there.
You ever thought about taking personal training courses, sir?
Sorry? 1 second.
You do that one, Jen.
How many do you have to do these?
That's easy.
Come on, push.
It start out easy, but it gets hard, doesn't it? The more reps you do.
What's this
Slow
build
down,
on
slow
back?
chest.
On my chest?
Yeah.
So I get bigger
Stand
boobs?
straight.
I have to do the song. I must improve my posture.
Come on.
Thank you.
You're right, sir.
Slow down.
Slower.
Yeah, that's it.
Feel that.
Squeeze it. Squeeze.
Like that.
Slow, squeeze. Squeeze.
I didn't sign up for this today.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's one. That's it.
That's it. Let me have a go. Put 20s on. Let's see if I can do it.
Paul.
Just go easy, boys. Of your shoulders, yeah?
Can't remember.
That's lightweight, huh?
Yeah. Push it more, squeeze more.
Oh wow.
Squeeze more, that's it. Slow, squeeze. That's it. You feel the difference, isn't it?
Lightweight, Sean. Lightweight. Get up there. You have to get your tickets, pay-per-views and that, you know what I mean? Get up. Yeah. That's a good one, that, because you feel it, you know, like, you feel it, you feel it burn, you know what I mean? So that there might give me a bit of a chest. Instead of having a flat chest on fight night, I might have a bit of a, bit of a chest on come fight night, like.
Let's try that one.
Yeah?
Let's go on the big one as well.
Do you like doing weight, Sean?
Yeah, I do a little bit here and there.
Yes, get it. Like personal training now, isn't he? He's gone for being a barber to I don't like this one, but I'll try it.
Lats.
So this one.
Oh wow.
Arms straight, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight there, don't go back.
Yeah.
Just there.
You've been doing this in college, bro? Oh yeah. You haven't? You haven't, yeah. You've been doing this, of course, haven't you, in college? Have you?
No, you're next.
Come on, Jen. No slacking.
Oh man.
Well, this is a bit.
Up there.
People would rather see you sweat, Jen, than me sweat.
That's it.
I'm sure there's plenty of
Slow,
ladies out there.
Wide open. That's it. Don't go too back. That's it. Straight there. Yeah. Don't go too far back. Come back. More. That's it. Squeeze. That's it.
And then straighten up back.
Yeah, it's alright, this one.
Yeah, do 10 more and you know you feel it.
Yeah.
Don't go too back. That's it. Slow.
It's burning. I
Heads
don't want
back.
to burn.
Burning?
Straight.
I don't want to do too much. It's not that hard.
What's the weight on it?
It's not hard, it's easy, it's just I don't want
Is
to...
it?
Come on,
You
Jen.
next, Jen. I'll give it a go after you, Jen.
Top one, please.
It's easy, very
Is
easy.
it easy?
Yeah.
I'll do Jen's weight though.
Good.
Let's sit
Hold
here.
here.
Hold there.
Yeah.
I like to watch a man work.
That's it. Slow.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
back,
that's
go back.
lovely.
Having the time of my life.
Slowly, come on.
Come on, Jen.
You can do it, Jen.
Hurry up, come.
Go on, Jen. Do this.
Why am I always the one?
Go on, Jen.
Heads up.
Oh, no, don't put it through your toes.
I was about to say something then. You sounded like you're having a...
Yeah, a bit easier. Let's go to like 5.
Yeah, do it now.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Heads up. That's it. Straight.
Right.
Yeah, don't go. That's it.
It's tongue not built.
Squeeze.
Jim. See, that's okay.
Yeah, but do 10 like 15.
Yeah, no more.
Then he knows feel the burn.
Oh, yeah, I can feel that. Certainly. Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Keep going, come on.
Should we leave the room?
5 more. That's 1.
Look at that determination in your eyes.
2. Come on.
Hatred.
Look at that face. Who are you thinking of, Jen?
You.
I bring you all the way to Wales and that's how you think of me?
Yeah. I didn't sign up for this.
Do you want the candy floss and rocks?
Real rock.
Real rock. Okay, I've never been to Real, John.
As a kid, that was our treat. Going to Rill.
Oh,
Southport. Blackpool.
Yeah. Real's known everywhere. Which one we doing now, son? Do you want to do a bit of these ones? Yeah?
John.
This is a new machine, isn't it? This is quite a good one, this. I like this. I've not done this before.
Yeah. You know what, John? Burn out, like that. What are we doing now?
So, how often do you train?
What?
How often do you train?
Now, every day at the moment, but I'm not doing this kind of training, one second. I'm not doing this kind of training. I'm doing running and on the pads and stuff like that, yeah? On the bags.
With about pound.
But I'm enjoying it though. Yeah, I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing, running, biking. Go on, slow. Go on, Jen, slow.
She's not going to be able to move tomorrow.
I know.
You'll be doing all the camera.
Get her. Well, it's what, I'm paying you for an hour, bro.
What?
Paying you for an hour, isn't it?
For now?
You've only been here half an hour. No, I'm joking. I'm only joking. You got haircut, yeah?
Yeah, no, the customer waiting in that.
Oh, okay.
You know what's like.
Yeah, I'll come in. I'll be in before Saturday, so I need a nice fucking haircut. I want you to take some off the top.
You've belted these out, Jen. It's way too easy.
This one's much better.
Good to put the weight upon you.
So I want it more up this time.
It's like one of them used to slide off the
Do
tweaking
you know what I mean?
springs all the time.
My grandpa used to have one in his office growing
I
up.
used to have one in the house.
Yeah, how many say you come down?
She don't want to get off.
I know.
I'm quite enjoying this.
Isn't she?
She felt that pain now.
Yes.
Off the cherry over there. You can edit that one out.
Get up there.
Ow! North Wales. Here we are.
Pumped it.
What's that?
Look at those muscles now.
All pumped up.
The tiniest little muscles in the world.
Pump.
I don't think he's on here, like. You don't play Snapchat, do you?
Oh, I'm not on it, I don't think. I'm mostly on YouTube is my thing. Yeah.
I don't have Insta, TikTok now.
There's his, let me just show you, that's his Instagram. There's YouTube.
Them little ones are just nice.
I picked the smallest ones.
got me on Instagram?
To be honest, I just can't do it. I physically can't do it. Physically can't do it.
Well, we had to do it Blaze, didn't we?
Good to see you, man, yeah? Sorry.
Oh, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
See you.
Yeah, cheers.
See you later.
Yeah.
Nice
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. I go war, yeah.
Yeah, take care. Take care.
Yeah, so what would you like to do now in the training department?
So we've seen your weightlifting side of it.
Yeah.
So what about your bag side of it?
That's up there. It's
Do
not
you
far.
do your stamina side of it in here?
Just running, I just hit the
Should
road.
you go to bag one then?
Yeah.
Will they be able to turn the music off?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just it. So that one up there, I just go in the back and have a little chat with him. That's it. That one I will go to now is an MMA. Is an MMA gym.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So like all the mats and it's the proper real deal. Like.
Brilliant.
Well, next time I've got a fight, I'm going to be doing it in between here and Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
So I just done like basically 3 weeks in a hotel in Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paul
you said.
Bennis's, yeah.
So you're a bare knuckle fighter now, officially.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, so what it is, Sean, yeah, so basically, right, so whatever happens with this fight,
Yeah.
win, lose, or draw, like I said, I get another chance, yeah? So, when I get that other chance, so say I lose, because there's a possibility of me losing. People are saying, you're not going to lose, there's a possibility of me losing. Mate.
Yeah.
So if I do, then there's another opportunity on that promotion for me. I don't want to say too much about it, because it'll come out soon, yeah? So there's another opportunity for me. So, say I have 2 fights on that and I win one of them, the next one, and I'll go on to the next one then. But if I don't, I'll be having boxing fights. I'm going to have an exhibition fight in Venice's gym. I'm going to have an exhibition fight down in Hector's gym in London. So I've got loads of opportunities with this fight game, like.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go to that. Hey, respect, my brother, yeah?
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Sean, so where's your motor?
No, it's more fun watching you. We can both do a bit. We'll both do a bit.
This is Azzy Thomas, yeah? Obviously, he owns this gym, Paradox Gym, and obviously Colwyn Bay. But he's done a lot of fighting yourself over the years, haven't you, Dad?
Yeah, loads.
You know what I mean? You've been professional, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm professional,
Yeah, professional fighter, like, do you know what I mean? He doesn't mess about, old Azzy. Have you had many fights lately, Azzy?
No, I've got one booked in May 28th.
That's my
in
birthday.
Barnsley. Is it, yeah? Yeah, May 28th, so title fight for the almighty title.
Have you, yeah? What, she's at MMA?
MMA.
Yeah. Good old sport, that,
Do you want to stand in the middle of it?
Yeah. It's a proper sport, mate. Proper sport.
Thought my feet were
Yeah, so,
I'm an American lad.
Silly.
I hate my feet.
What's doing this?
I'll film you.
yeah, she's just done 6 years in America on drug charges. Have you ever heard of his friend called Whale?
No.
Well, he passed away last year, bless him. It was last year, wasn't it, Sean?
Yeah, just a
They all,
little
they
bit.
all got nicked in America, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, woman had 155 felonies.
155.
155 felonies.
6
Should have
years.
gone for 180.
Yes.
What's it like in American jail?
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
you have to get on with it. don't
Been in
you?
British jails?
No. I've been in the cells, like, but not
Yeah.
actual jails.
We had a co-defendant who was Asian.
Yeah.
So the gang members started picking on her.
Oh, yeah.
A wild woman was having a bad day, weren't you?
I was.
So she twatted the head gang member.
Yeah.
And she was like, does anyone else want to have a fucking go?
Yeah.
Fucking gay!
Oh,
She's a very small wild woman, but not to be underestimated.
Poison comes in little packages.
100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what someone
yeah.
said to me the other day about boxing. And he's like, you know, mate, it doesn't matter how big you are, you can hit like an heavyweight. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, does it, mate? Do you know what I mean? Like I was training with obviously up there heavyweights, yeah, and they were like, well, you've had an easier time training with heavyweights than you would with lightweights because you're not getting it as much. And, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like fucking.
Now, what's different between heavyweight and lightweight?
Yeah, I got hit once up there, yeah, by, so he's hit me on that side, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've been smart, he's hit me that side, so I've been like guarding, you know, more on that side. Because he's obviously, so if you were to fight you, you'd know,
Oh, yeah.
So he's come from that side, mate. Oh, mate, took it out of me, dropped me, yeah? Like, it was like, do you know what I mean? I couldn't breathe for about 10 seconds, and then I just jumped back straight up then, but mate, it's...
So, you guys, what you guys do film today? You film about his fight and stuff.
We're making a documentary about his life.
Right, yeah. Oh, it's
But
an
we're-
interesting life, hasn't he?
But we're including the fight and everything and the
brilliant.
training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your dog over there?
Yeah.
Go to pet.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, of course she is. Yeah. She, Boudica, she'll just lick you to death. She's
Let's have a look at the dog.
What's that?
Oh, I'll have to let her out.
You can let her out, yeah, for a minute, yeah. I'll put her back in now. She's wild otherwise. Lovely dog. Hey,
Yeah. Hey Buddha. Hey Buddha. Look at Buddha.
Come here.
Look at Buddha. Oh.
The dog's finally out. Yay!
Oh, hello.
Look at Buddha. Aren't you lovely?
She likes you,
Aren't
Sean.
you lovely? She's off. She's off. Oh, she's going wild.
I'm gonna take her out now, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Come on.
Hey, so where are you fighting? Barnsley? Yeah.
Friends are all little dogs in Mexico.
What did you have?
What's it called?
Can't remember.
We'll have a little
What's you gonna buy?
Alfred or George or something like that, wasn't it? Fred or something.
Oh, Buddha. Oh, Buddha's in my bag.
Buddha's in your bag.
Is it chewing it?
It's a madhouse now. Look at Buddha. Buddha's attacking everyone now. This is your idea, Jen. It's like letting the genie out of the bottle. Oh shit! Buddha's like attacked. Buddha's. Now you see why Buddha was in the cage, Jen.
I've let Buddha out the cage.
No biting, Buddha.
As he obviously, he'll take you on a few blasts on the pads, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, baby girl. I will put your ass in the trial. Hello, you're so excited. Very excited.
See these kids? Oh, that's it, buddy. Show him what you're doing in a minute, yeah. Is that the one that was on the
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah. Hey, see this guy?
World champion this
Yeah, this guy's
Wow.
world champion. Show him,
Do a
bro.
quick kick on the bag. Oh
Show him
yeah.
on the back, bro.
Wow.
Champion this kid.
Yeah. He's only young, he's young.
Oh.
He'd nail you, Sean.
Fast he is.
He'll be here.
How fast he is. Oh my god.
Champion in the making.
Holy shit. Wow.
See them, they take my head off.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Whoa.
Check that, innit? Hey,
Play the map, play the
so
map.
if you see this kid, what's your name again, bro? Harvey.
Harvey.
See him in UFC for about 10 years.
Yeah, he's going to be on the UFC.
How long you been training, Harvey?
Not even a year yet.
And he's
And you're that good already?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So if anyone, listen, if there's any kids watching this from the North Wales area, from Colwyn Bay, get your things down to Paradox Gym in Colwyn Bay, trust me.
In a year, you could be as good as Harvey.
Yeah, an absolute legend.
Channel your energy into martial arts, not knife crime.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
I'm someone to do that. Judo,
Judo, I did judo.
That's looking good.
Wow. Wow. Just do a 1 minute live stream of him on the bag.
Yeah?
Do a live of him on the bag, just like a 1 minute one. Just get people excited. I'm getting it all on this.
So I just got those.
Put fighting trolls on the bag. Fighting trolls destroys punch bag.
Oh, did you film me then?
I'm filming everything. We're just going to do a live. Can you do it again in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give yourself a minute.
What should I put?
Fighting trolls destroys destroys punch bag. Yeah.
Right,
Public.
I learnt that one.
Right, you ready to slam it?
Yeah.
So we are.
Tell me when you're ready.
Switch it.
Is it live now? Is it?
Yeah.
Thumbnail, quickly.
In the house just.
It's 5 better enough for Saturday.
Let's go.
Right, go live. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Right, I'm gonna have to disconnect some.
Oh, there's been a Wi-Fi malfunction.
Right, let's do it.
You live, yeah? Is it live, is it, Paul?
Think so.
Don't go too hard, then. Go easy, yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on. Right. Go live.
When the cameras are on me, I feel fucking.
Orientation
Huh?
shot.
4.
Oh, it's that one.
It's live now, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, go for it. Destroy that bag. Come on. Yes. Get in there. 3D Fight Club, March 19th. Look at the damage Paul's going to do to this guy. We've just been with him with his weightlifting. Now he's showing his moves. Alright, we're going to end that live. That was just a little teaser for the full documentary we're making about Paul's life coming soon. Subscribe to Fighting Trolls channel, YouTube.
That's it.
Right, Jen, you're up. You're up on the bag.
Go on, Jen.
What's Sean's baby today?
This was your idea to put lives on your phone. You've had it now. The possibilities now.
And then you're like, oh, Listen, wreck Jen today.
The co-host is revolting.
The co-host is revolting.
She's revolting against the work ethic. We're out in the field. Getting physical out in the field.
You getting on the...
Who's getting on there next?
You getting on the pads, Jen?
Oh, go on then.
Go on.
Right.
Mind your ring if you.
Oh, right, she's hit on.
Oh, on the pads. I got you. Yeah. Cool. That's going to be good.
We're on the pads, isn't it?
We'll see what you like, we'll see what you like. What hand are you left or right handed?
Right.
Hand easy there. It's like orthodox. Come over here,
Can you hold that ring?
Oh, you've had it now.
Thank you.
We'll see what you got here now. See if there's any.
Absolutely nothing.
No? You never know. Alright, so you want to get your hands in nice and tight. That's it. Go boxing stance. You want to throw a left first. That's it. The right hand.
Oh! Almost took his head off.
1, 2. Do that again. Good. When you hit that right hand, put your hip right through the tongue. So
Like that?
Yes, you hit.
Swivel that hip.
Right through the tongue.
That's it.
Good. And again. Don't
Yes.
set your feet straight through the top.
Yes.
There you go. And again. Good. And again. One more.
Ooh.
Connecting
now, Jen. Connecting.
1, 2. Good. 1, 2, then roll out. So you're going to double the knee. I'm going to throw a shot at you, so you better roll out.
Yes.
Good. And again. 1, 2, roll.
Right, so.
Yeah, 1, 2. Roll. And a big right. That's it. And again, let's go. 1, 2, roll. Good. Right uppercut. Right hand. Straight down the middle. Good shot. 1, 2. Good. 4 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand. Bang. Good shot. Hands up. 1, 2. Faster. One more right hand. And time. What the? She got a bit of pop there, you know.
Didn't she?
Yeah. I think you should be fine Saturday with Paul now.
Enjoy that, Jen.
Yeah, where's lunch? Oops, having no breaks.
This lady got 6 years at American prison. That's one was gangster.
Do you want me to have a little
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun.
158 felons.
155.
155.
They were grafting out in America, weren't they? Grafting me out.
What's that?
You give me 6 years for talking about it.
Is that all it was?
After you on me, and you give me 6 years for that. Because he wanted to get me out really badly. I have evidence on me, so.
Not these guys.
Whereabouts in America?
Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
This
Paul, we need
fella
you on
here.
put it back in the cage, lad.
Yeah.
So, get you on the pass now, Paul.
Yeah.
Should be all wet now.
Yeah. So, you know what? Hey, jab. Good shot. 1, 2. Good, and again. Good, right hand. Good, let's go right hand and roll out. Good, jab. Good, 1, 2, hook.
Oh, yeah.
Good, and again. Good, 1, 2, hook. Good, block a few now.
Oh, yeah.
Block nice and tight, good. Good, so you come at you wild. 1, 2. Get that hand, right hand, right middle. Good, and again. Good, one more. Good, good pop on that, 1, 2. Good, and right hand. Good shot. Right hand roll. Move, lovely. 1, 2. Good, hands up now. Block. 2. Right. Good shot. Right hand roll. Good. Jab. Right. Good. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Roll right. Straight down the middle. And again. Yeah, block, block, block. Right hand. Come on. Good. Jab. Right. 2. 4. Right hand. And rest.
Yes, sir.
Is it an off? Is it an off?
Isn't he?
Ready to go off, eh?
Ready to go. Vroom, vroom.
Take them all out. Who call that out? Pull them all out.
Yeah, you know what wants, yeah.
These are good, these.
Look at them shot.
Keep slipping with the socks.
So when this goes out, yeah, these here are the future, mate, the future of the game. This is what young kids need to take an eye on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, mate?
Something positive.
Yeah, something positive. That's what you want in like handshake, mate. I wish I got into this at that age, like. I really do. I really do. Instead of doing all that fucking jail and just daft, innit, do you know what I mean, Sean?
Yeah.
Daft, mate.
Doing it now.
Huh? Yeah. Do you reckon I'm gonna win, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Got the spirit.
Yeah.
See it in your eyes, man.
Yeah, do you know what it is though? I haven't drunk enough water today, so I'm a little bit. So with the water, you've got to keep drinking water, keep drinking it. And today, because I've been in a bit of a rush, I haven't drunk much water, so I'm a little bit.
Put it down one plate.
Yeah, I can't drink too much now, because last time I was staying with him, he had me fucking, I was fucking 16 stone, yeah? 2 stone more than what I am now, unfit. And he had me doing all madness, yeah? I was sick every day. I was drinking, and I drank water one day, load of water, and I went to train. Oh, it was horrible. So that's a tip, yeah? If you're going to train, don't drink loads of water. That's it. If you watch a fight, yeah, Sean, and you see the fighters only having a sip, it's because it knocks you sick. Yeah, it's bad, man. Do you want me to do another pad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean?
Yeah. What about one of the punch bags then instead?
Could do.
Can you do that one?
One more of this, just a little minute.
Okay.
And then as he'll tell me what to do with the punch bag, if you want.
Freestyle, so what we'll do then, we're going to go 1, 2, straight down the middle, we're going to block the body shot, yeah, the uppercut hook. Okay, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
so do it slow, so 1, 2,
Block.
yeah,
Fast
go.
on that uppercut. Block. Good, and again. Block. Good, and again. Block. Good, and again. Block.
Oh, yeah. So 1, 2,
Block. Good, and again. Block. Good shot, and again. Block. Good, and I'm going to throw a right hook, you're going to roll out.
Yeah.
Off that now.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 1, 2,
Block. Roll. Good, and we'll throw a hook right in the finish.
Oh, yeah.
That's the end of the move, okay?
Yeah, go
Let's
on
do it
then.
then, let's go. Block. Roll. Good, and again. Block. Roll. That's it, and again. Block. Roll left up. Good, that's better. And again. Block. Roll. Come right. Good. Jab. Right. 1, 2.
Live stream.
Good shot. Big shot now.
James.
And again. And again. Hit right through. Come on. That's the one. And again. There you go.
Yeah!
Big kick for them. They're breaking chins then, man.
Aren't they?
Good job. Right hand. Hey, 1, 2. Good lad. Right hand roll. Hey, right hand. Good shot. 1, 2. Right hand. Good shot. 1, 2. Hook. And again. Good shot. And again. good. Right hand, straight down. Good shot. And again, more power. That's the one. And again, come on. Good shot. One more.
That was good, man. Brilliant. Well done. Yeah.
Good swallow. Say the left to Sally, not this kid out. Are you ready for him, mate? He's not ready, is he?
Nah, I'm gonna kill him, bro.
Kill him.
Yeah.
Holding it. He's taking hold.
I'm feeling as fit today, though. I feel well and fit, lad.
You're fitting them in the first season.
What?
Fitting them in the first season.
Yeah.
Not first time. Nah. Waiting hard all the way through as well.
Yeah. Can't wait, mate, honestly, but like I said, I've done 3-minute rounds, no sound in it. When you're in there, always it gives you more energy. Get what I mean? Gives you more energy.
You'll be thinking energy fine.
Yeah.
Fight up fight. You've got a few scraps in jail, so.
Yeah.
Got a few scraps in jail, mate.
Yeah. That's what AD Upson said, you know AD?
Yeah.
He said, phone me up yesterday, like, I can't make the fight, but he said, listen, he said, whatever boxing skills you've been taught for, he said, it's going to go out the window.
100%.
It's going to go out the window. He said, your first fight, you're just going to go in and have it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Keep your hands up, chin down, go.
That's what I mean, I'm just going to,
That's what you got to do.
Can't wait, man. What now, Johnny boy?
I think you've earned some lunch now, haven't you?
Nice
one. Yeah, cheers. Yeah. Alright, so we're here with Fighting Trolls, Wild Woman, Jen. You've all heard about 3B Fight Club, Fighting Trolls. He's rose up fast on YouTube. People are fascinated by this character. But who is Fighting Trolls? What is the backstory here? His name is Paul, and we are here to find out more about him today in North Wales. He's kindly shown us around the gym, done some training with him. Jen's beat the bag up, her arms are knackered.
Yeah.
And we've still got the mental stamina to ask Paul questions.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Yes.
And if you want to subscribe to Paul's channel, the link is in the description box below the video. Yes. So a huge thank you for spending time with us today, Paul.
Yes, definitely. I've had a riot.
Earlier on you said, you spent a lot of your life in prison. We're going to get to that.
Yes.
Where were you born?
I was born in a hospital called St Asaph in 1988. But where I grew up is a place called Magaluf, and that's just a little village in Flintshire, North Wales. It's a quiet place really. But obviously my childhood, from the age of from the age of 0 up until about 11 in primary school, I had a good childhood there. I was in school, I started being a bit naughty from about 10 to 11. So when I turned 11, I ended up going to high school, but I got kicked out of there within, I think it was about 6 weeks, permanently expelled from the whole school.
Why?
Yeah, why?
So basically, in the last year of primary school, I started being a bit naughty, just cheeky and swearing and just being a naughty kid, innit? Do you know what I mean? So then obviously when I went to high school, I was naughty. I was in class, I was threatening the teachers, I was running out of class, bunking, smoking, drinking. Do you know what I mean? I was just a naughty kid. So then after about 6 weeks, they permanently excluded me from school. Said, you're not allowed to come anywhere near 150 metres around the whole area. You're not allowed to come on the you're just not allowed anywhere near here. So I ended up going to a naughty school and
How old was you then, sorry?
How old was I then? I was 11.
It's terrible, I thought.
Yeah, but I had a good upbringing.
Yeah, but even for the little things you were doing, you weren't that.
Oh, I was bad.
Yeah, but
I can't explain. So it's hard to say exactly what I was like, but I just remember being naughty, just a naughty kid. Because to get kicked out of school that early on, you must have been bad in it, John. Do you know what I mean?
How did your parents take that?
Well, I had a good up. Obviously, at that age was when my mum and dad split up. For good. They split up. I've had a good upbringing. My mum's been good. She brought me up the best she can, but they didn't take it too well because I was a little boy. Do you know what I mean?
So was it the split up that triggered your
It might have
behaviour?
been. I reckon it could have been. That's what I reckon.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, so I ended up having to have a social worker because of my behaviour. So my social worker used to come and see me every week. She used to take me out to McDonald's and to karate and to try and change me and stuff like that. Yeah, but I was on a spiral. I was on a spiral from that age. I was smoking weed. I was drinking. I was hanging around with the wrong people. I went to a naughty boys school that was called Fluing On. in year 7, and I was there till year 10. Do you know what I mean? But through there, I started hanging around with a notorious family. Yeah, I don't really want to say their name on it, but they're really well known, like around my area. They're a travelling family. It's like 9 kids, and yeah,
This podcast is sponsored by Gadfly Press. We are proud to announce the publication of Britain's #1 art forger, Max Brandrett, The Life of a Cheeky Faker. And from the back cover blurb, Max the Forger is an artist and gentleman whose colourful lifestyle has spanned over 70 years. He has lived under the strict regime of Bernardo's children's homes, been an elephant handler in the circus, lived rough, busked his way from Brighton to Bombay, sold his fakes up and down the country, dined with dukes, socialised with celebrities, associated with gangsters, served time in prison, and donated tens of thousands to charity. And through it all, he has never stopped smiling and loving life and missing his mum. Quote from the book. Mr. Brandrett, I do not see you as a malicious criminal, sighed the judge. But why, oh why, do you continue to use your God-given talent in this way? I just can't help myself, Your Honour. It's like an addiction, I grinned. Available worldwide on Amazon, link in the description box below this video. Thank you for supporting our sponsor. So what was your first brush with the law?
My first brush with the law was just like robbing crates of ale, yeah? Just like going into like bagging booze and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I was really young, just robbing home and running out and, you know, getting smashed with the lads. But at a young age, me and this lad Steve, I don't want to say a second, obviously, but me and Steve, everyone knows him, we used to be fighting all the time, yeah? Just like getting pissed and picking up people, older people, not younger people, and just beating them up. And we started getting a bit of a name for ourselves, you know what I mean? I wasn't, not as being in like I wasn't like such a hard case, I was just a bit stupid and mad back then, do you know what I mean?
So did you end up in young offenders?
I did, yeah, from the age of 17, yeah.
What was that for?
Yeah, 17, that's when I first started going to jail.
What was your conviction then?
That was then, it was a breach of tag, yeah, that's what it was. I got put on tag for smashing my mum's fella's car up. I'll get to him in a bit further on. So I smashed his car up because obviously I used to like him, he was a bit of a prick, right? So I smashed his car up, the police got called and I got put on tag for it. So what happened then, I was going down to work in South Wales, cockling. Have you ever heard of cockling?
Is that when you, like, it's almost fishing? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
so you get these cockles on the beach,
cockling.
yeah? And you tamp them and they rise to the top, you scrape them into a bag.
Yeah.
But it's mint money, the money's unbelievable, yeah? And a lot of people do it. So the money's that good now, you've got to have like proper like permits and they're hard to get, there's a lot of money, but the money in it's really good, yeah, Sean? So I went down South Wales doing that back then, and I cut my tag off to go down there, cut it off. I ended up getting jailed for it when I was 17. They thought, they thought.
They're quite thick. How did you get
Just
through
with a thing now, you can just cut them. Because the band, you can just cut it, do you know what I mean?
Have you seen one? How thick the tag?
Yeah.
We've had a few podcast guests have them on while we were interviewing them.
Yeah, you can cut with a sharp blade. But so I done that, and then obviously I got sent down to jail then. But when I went to my first jail, this was when it all like started spiralling out of control more. Do you know what I mean? So the first time I went to jail, I remembered it. My mum, when I got sentenced, the officers come in, and my mum started crying and that, do you know what I mean? And like, I'm not gonna lie, I did start crying myself, Sean. Not like, you know, I started crying. Do you know what I mean? So when they took me down, I thought, oh, where am I going? And I'm going to Stoke Heath. So they said, yeah, you're going to Stoke Heath. I thought, oh, buzzing all my friends and that there. You got any tissue? I've got a bad nose, I have, you know.
Let me
Go get you some now.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so I've got friends who are all in that Stoke Heath. That's my local jail, Sean. So anyway, we're on the bus there now, and I'm shitting myself. Really, like, I'm like shaking. I'm thinking all kinds what's going to happen. So when we got to Stoke Heath, they were like, oh, 2 of you are going to Warrington House. There's no space here. I thought, oh, please don't be me. Oh, mate, it was only me, wasn't it? It was only me. So me and this lad called Daniel Finley, we ended up going to this place called Warrington House. So obviously I was shitting myself, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up going there. I ended up going on the induction wing for a couple of days. It was alright on the induction wing, you know, it was alright. So then they've put us onto the main wing. I walked on there, mate, and like I was the only white lad. Me and this lad were the only white lads on the wing. These lads, like Sean, they were all like 5'11", 6 foot. They were only in between 15 and 18.
Wow.
They were like tanks, yeah. They were like tanks, and I was like, what have I come to here? So yeah.
You were the minority.
Yeah. But basically, I've got a story, and listen, I always tell the truth. I'm not gonna lie. This what happened to me now helped me right the way through my jail life, Sean. Yeah. So basically, I got padded up with this lad, and I was padded up with him for a bit, and he started bullying me, right? He was like hitting me in the pad and that, you know, I was on the top bunk and that, and it's just come out the top, started hitting me and pulling me off the bed, and he was bullying me, do you know what I mean? I was going out every day and I was depressed, and then my mum and that phoning me, I was phoning my mum and that, and they were all like, is everything alright? You don't
keep going.
You don't, no, not that. They were all like, hey, is everything alright on the phone and that, like, and every day I was just, I could feel that upsetness, you know, inside me. I could feel it was all building up, yeah? But I didn't ever cry on the phone to them, but they knew something was up, do you know what I mean? And then one night, this was like towards the end of my sentence, one night I just lost my head, yeah? I just jumped off the top bunk, yeah? And I had like loads of like bottles of pop, fabric conditioners, you know, like in a juvie cell, yeah? You'd have it all like nice and stocky canteen up. So I ended up jumping off, yeah? Ripping all my stuff down, getting the brush, because we had a brush in our pad, yeah? Snapped the brush, started whacking the thingy through, yeah? The window, started smashing it, get me out of here now, right? And then I still started going mental, yeah? And then obviously the officers had come, yeah? My pad mate shit his pants. I should have battered him, really. I'll tell you this, we'll get to this story later on as well. I should have battered him, really, that time, yeah?
How long was your sentence, sorry?
That's 6 months to 3. Only, just a little time. So, anyway, yeah, by that time, the officers come, but they come with a bit of like riot, not like full on riot gear, but they come ready to, you know, if I was going to kick off. So they ended up pulling me out of the cell, walking me down to the block, and I just started crying to them and that. Obviously I didn't tell them that my pad mate was, bullying me, like. So it took me down the block and then put me back onto the wing, and I ended up getting out. But from that day, yeah, from that happening, yeah, changed my whole life in jail from the do you know what I mean? Because I knew what it was like, and like I've never let anyone do that again, do you know what I mean? And it never happened to me again. But further on, I can tell you more stuff about what happened.
Very good story, Sam.
Yeah. So I can tell you more about what happened there, Sean, later on as we get to it. As we get part through up to the years, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I got out then. I was 18. I just turned 18. 2 days. I got out 2 days after my 18th birthday. So yeah.
So like in the young offenders den, like you said, your mates were all in one, and you went to this other one.
Yeah.
So did you were clicked up with all the young people in your area that were like getting into naughty stuff?
Yeah. So So what it was, all the lads from my area, all the, like the Tomos, the this, the that, the Tankasses and all that, they were all in Stoke Keith, and I knew this anyway. So in Stoke Keith you get the 15 to 18s, and then you get the 18s to 21s. So from 15 to 21, obviously 2 different ages, but 15 to 21, all lads from my area was in that jail. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to go there. I went to a jail where it was all like Leicester, Birmingham, Nottingham, do you know, all downs that way. So for my first time, I'm glad in a way that that all happened. That all happened the way it happened, because it helped me so much as I went on. Do you know what I mean?
The system.
Yeah.
So when you got out, who did you click up with, or what did you do then?
I was back to the same. I was back to hanging around with my friends who like a notorious name in that area. Do you know what I mean? And I ended up going with them, just doing just getting in trouble and robbing, and not robbing houses, by the way, just robbing like crates. And I was still younger back then, and just robbing like drug dealers.
Beer, didn't you?
Huh?
Like robbing a crate of beer, didn't you?
Yeah, well we did. Do
Think back then,
you know what?
Wildman was obsessed with that.
Yeah.
All kinds of Budweiser and
Yeah,
stuff.
bad news. We done them crate runs fucking for years, you know what I mean? Same paying for stuff, do you know what I mean? But I started hanging around with them.
Back then, when they're young, it's just what they do, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a horrible.
But
It's noisy, like obviously it's not that bad.
What about your relationship with your parents when you got out?
It was good, mate, yeah, well, it was
hard
good.
on your family, innit?
It's going to be something, so on my next prison sentence, you're going to find out something about the relationship with my family, do you know what I mean? So I got out in the January, and then back to the August here, so in 8 months, yeah, obviously I was doing my own thing with the lads and that, you know, just going out, getting in trouble, partying, you know, getting on women, travelling the country, hotels, you know, I lived a good life there, Sean, to be honest.
And how are you earning your money?
We would obviously, I had mates that would like sell drugs and would rob copper and would rob like stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like going on the scrap with the travellers, stuff like that. Yeah, just what was a good thing what we used to do if we were skinny as well, because we were young. We used to just go to like a restaurant, like somewhere like this where you could order your food. And then, pay after, do you know what I mean?
What, you do a runner?
Yeah, just do a runner, just get tanked up, just get tanked up first, then order a bit of food, eat a couple of chips, get tanked up even more, and just get off. And that was one of our main things, because we were travelling. I used to obviously hang around with the travellers, yeah, like my mates, yeah. So we were always in like nice cars, brand new cars, because my mate's dad, he done the scrap. But, you know, I don't really want to say too much, but, you know, he done well in life, you know, he had a lot of money, so we were always up and down the country with them, and I loved it. I was always with them all the time, and my mum used to, like, be on to me all the time, but where are you, what are you doing? Because I was everywhere, do you know what I mean? But from then up until the August, so this is where like, the big jail started happening now. So in the August of 2006, I went on holiday to Turkey, yeah. So I come back off Turkey, and my mum was like, "Oh, you're not coming back here, you know, you're going to your dad's, blah blah blah." So I ended up going to my dad's. No, let me get back. So I'll have to stay. So one night I've come just before I went on holiday, about 2 months before I went on holiday, yeah. I come home one night, walk through my front door. My mum's on the stairs, yeah, black and blue, all marks around the neck and that. Right, so I went like that. I was like, "What's the matter, Mum?" And he's like, "You know, Mark's fucking been battering me for ages now. He's been abusing me, and this has been going on for ages." He said, "He's just nearly killed me. You know, if I did, you know, he was choking her that much that she was passing out." So I was like, "No problem." I said, "When I see him, I'm gonna fucking kill him, mate, because she's my mum at the end of the day, innit? So I'm gonna fucking kill him, mate." So anyway, a few weeks went by. He was gone, nowhere to be seen. He'd obviously left the area. Well, I don't know where he went, but at this time, so when I've gone on holiday, like a month or so later, or whatever it was, I've come back for holiday. She's like, "Why don't you go to your dad's?" Because I was drinking a lot at the time, and you know, I was getting in a bit of trouble and that. So when I've come back off my holiday, she's gone there, and then gone to my dad's. Oh yeah, sorry. So my dad and all that were drinking, yeah, in the garden. It was obviously August to summer, innit? So my dad and all my pals who were down there all drinking with my dad, getting wrecked and all that, and we were all like, "Let's go up to town." So I was like, "No problem, we'll go up." So I thought in my head, "Oh, if we go up to town, I might see my stepdad," because I had a vengeance for him, right? So I put a big chopper down my side there, Sean, yeah? A big blade, right? So I thought, "Oh, if I see him, I'm going to give it him, yeah?" So I put it down there. In my head, I thought, I'm not going to see him, but I still took it just in case, you get what I mean? So I've gone up there and that, getting pissed and that. Me and my mate Darren have like left me dad and I in the top up and walked downtown. But as we're walking downtown, who did we see? Only my stepdad of all people, do you know what I mean, Sean? Yeah. So fucking that was it then. Whipped the blade out, run at him, went like I went to put it in him, yeah, but he's like kind of dodged me. So I'm like that now, do you know what I mean? I cut him across the neck, across his arm and that. But I'm glad now that it didn't go in him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad now thinking about it, I could have put it in him, right? So I was going for him, yeah, and I was a bit heavy, I was a bit pissed, I was only skinny, I was like that. Anyway, he was a bigger guy, so I dropped the knife, yeah, started scrapping with him, he started like choking me now. So my mate Darren Thomas has come running over, grabbed the blade up, right? Pushed Mark against the, you know, them phone boxes, pushed Mark against the phone box, went like that and put it in his neck, grabbed him, went to put it in his neck, and then one of my stepdad's mates has clacked my mate then. So as he clacked him, he's dropped the blade, so then we just run off. So we run off down the side by Tesco's and into the woods, yeah? So I said to Darren, let's get down there, because the helicopter and everything's going to be out, obviously, do you know what I mean? Because we knew the woods by the back of our hands, I went further down and he stayed under the bridges, like a dick. Like, well, he's not a dick, like, so Darren, if you're watching, you're not a dick. We were young. So I've gone down and just hid under this bunker, like it was like a bunker, right? anyway, it was a bunker, so I just hid in there, right, for ages and ages and ages. I heard a helicopter out, I thought, oh, he's definitely been nicked. He got nicked straight away, basically straight away as he walked up the bank, he got nicked, yeah. So I left it for hours, and I've come out of the bunker, I've walked up like to the Strand, it's called the Strand Walk, yeah. Walked up Strand Walk, I see one of my mate's sisters. She's got me in the car, she went, the police are everywhere, she went, get out of here. So she's like, I'll take you back to where I'll get you the t-shirt and all that. So I got changed and I put a t-shirt on, and me like a knobhead, I've gone back into the town, haven't I? Yeah, like a knobhead. Well, I was going to get nicked anyway, so in a way, I'm glad. I'm glad I got nicked there and then, because basically I would have been, I got it out. Got it done with. So anyway, I went up to town, got jumped on by all plod and all that. Went to the police station, got nicked with attempted murder. So I thought, oh fucking hell, I'm getting years here. Do you know what I mean? Charged us with Section 18 then, yeah, with Section 18. So I went to Lancaster Farms because all courts were shut out, yeah. But when we're on there, I'm like, I'm shitting myself, I'm going to a YO jail now, not a 15 to 18. I'm going to an 18 to 21s now because I was 18, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I'm on the way to Lancaster Farms and all that, me and my mate, but my mate got nicked with the same charge as me. I felt well tight on him, you know what I mean? Because he
was only jumping in.
Yeah, so now he's on the same charge as me, Section 18 charge, and you're getting a lot of time for these charges, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so do you want to ask any questions around that before I get...
Honestly, you are a brilliant storyteller. Alright, I guess we just sit here and you go.
Yeah, yeah.
You can tell you create content, can't you?
Yeah.
Any questions at this point?
So what did your mum do about that after you done that? Because it was her fella, like?
Yeah, it was her husband.
She was still together at the time?
No, well, what it was,
they'd
separated that time, yeah, because obviously I wouldn't have him in my house after doing that. You know what I mean? Not a chance. He's still to this day is not in my area. And I'm not saying I'm no hard man, because I'm not, I don't claim to be, but he knows that's my mum, yeah, and he knows that I've got like a fair few mates that would back me up, because he's a bully that hits women, do you know what I mean? So he's never been in this area since that day it happened. He might have been in like an area out just about 10 miles away, but he's never in my local area now, do you get what I mean?
You probably, as him again, you wouldn't stab him, but you probably smack him every time you see him.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go to jail now, so I'll get in any kind of trouble. I've done too much, I've wasted my life.
Done with it,
so basically, I was on my way to Lancaster Farms, and that was like my first proper jail sentence, do you know what I mean? When I went to that Lancaster Farms, back then, you could have fags in that, yeah? So what my mum done, when I was in the police station for 3 days, she put me back in, she put me fags in, she put me this, that, the other. So when I've gone to jail, in reception, they've handed me my stuff, I'm like, yes! You know what I mean? Sitting back in my cell like that, smoking fags. You know what I mean? It's obviously sorted all the boys out. They didn't last long, right? Because obviously, you look after people in there, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Did you have a cellmate right away?
No, single cell then. Single cell, yeah, in Lancaster Farms, yeah. I was only there for 2 weeks, because obviously until I went back to court. So it was nice. It was nice that, I was single cell, because sharing cells is just
horrible.
Shit, mate.
Living in a toilet with someone.
Oh, it's horrible, yeah, especially them Stoke Heath ones, mate. So Stoke Heath's your bed, yeah, there on G-Wing, and I say there's your bed, and you sleep head there, so the toilet's literally facing there. It's literally, it's just, mate, you eating next man. It's big. I'm not being a bully in that, yeah, but I used to say, look, if we're going to the toilet, we go when we're out there. You better empty your. Sorry for saying this, but I couldn't, I couldn't do that, mate.
My head would be there, and the toilet would be there.
So I went to Lancaster Farms, and I left Lancaster Farms. So I went back to court, and then I went guilty. So I get a third off, yeah. So, because obviously I was guilty, wasn't I? Do you know what I mean? They caught me back to rights to camera. Do you know what I mean? They caught it all. So we both went guilty. So it was like, okay, come back to sentencing in like 30 odd days, whatever it was. Went to all course. So what was the worst thing about when I went to all course on first Sean, yeah, I've gone there and it's a man's jail now. So I've gone from juveniles to young offenders to young offenders man's jail. So it's 18 to 60. 100, whatever, do you know what I mean? So this was my local jail, of course, now, yeah? So we had a family that I didn't get on with called the Hugheses, yeah? There was Anthony Hughes, he's massive, he's a big rock, and then you got like, it's loads of them. So when I've got to Old Course, he was in there, wasn't he? So what happened was, because my mate Darren Thomas, he was a high risk. So when we've gone in there, I've gone onto the induction wing. Darren had to go over onto another wing where they had a single cell for him. So I went onto the induction, and he went onto the Andy's wing on Canal Green. So next morning when we've come out to, I didn't know he was in there that time, that's it, I didn't know he was in there. So next morning when I've come out to go on to, you know, your induction, when you go first day in induction, gym induction and all that. So basically Darren's come out and he's like, oh listen, I'm son there, he said he's going to brain you lad, he said as soon as he sees you, it's on sight, he's going to snap your chin and everything. Oh mate, I went white, didn't I? I was like, oh no, what am I going to do, what am I going to do? I was shitting myself, I was only a kid, he's a big rock, do you know what I mean? So obviously God must be looking down on me, because 2 days later when I've come back off the wing, Darren went, oh, Ant's been shipped out. He said to it, one of the officers, yeah, he said, oh, I don't know if I can say this. He said to one of the officers.
Just don't put a name in it.
Yeah, he said to one of the officers, he went, oh miss, he went, your things are looking nice and pert today, aren't they? Yeah, only I'm the joke. So she's gone back and obviously told the SO, the boss, the governor, and they've said, we'll give him an instant ship out, because it's like fucking, look, and I don't want to be
sexual harassment, isn't it?
Yeah, well it is a bit, innit? You know, I remember everything, so yeah, so he's like, you're looking pert today, miss. So they got him shipped out, so I was buzzing then. You know what I mean? I was in Old Course, you know, everything was cool. I ended up landing, I went over onto Val Red, it was mint in there, like, you know, playing footy every day. And so 30 days come from the court date, I went to court then. Did I tell you that we got dropped from attempted murder to Section 18?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so yeah.
What sentence then? What was the total
I'm going to
sentence?
tell you now. So I went to court. I got 4.5 years. Yeah. So I think it was like 27 months I served just off that one sentence. So I got 20. So 4.5, do half. But my co-deal, listen, I'll just go through it with him. He got 3 years, do 18. Yeah. But listen to this. When he got me, he was a bit of a nutcase, Darren Thomas, right? He ended up getting moved to Stoke Keith. Without me, we got separated anyway. He went there, he got an extra 10 years on top, right? Do you know what he done? There's a man, it's called the Manny's in Stoke Keith. It's like a big workshop with all like different metal workshops and where they make beds and this and that. He'd ended up clacking someone with a piece of metal, breaking their jaw. Yeah, he got an extra 10 years. He ended up in Swinford Hall. It's like a long-term life for jail. For young offenders, so I felt well tight on him, like. So we ended up doing he did just years, do you know what I mean?
Still in touch?
Yeah, I've done a little interview.
Oh, you interviewed him?
Yeah. I don't know if it's on my...
Has he got some good stories?
Oh, Sean, his stories are unbelievable. Yeah. Honestly, he's done most of his life. He's changed now, he's a changed man, but he's done most of his life. The stories he's got, mate, are unbelievable. Honestly, unbelievable. But yeah, so I got that jail sentence.
When was that?
Of course, yeah, so I'll tell you what happened now, I'll tell you. So I'd done most of my time in Old Course, but what I was doing, I had a job, it's got in the kitchens. So in Old Course, in the morning, I was cleaning the trolleys, you know, the food trolleys? Yeah. So what I was doing, I got with all the Scousers, you know, involved with all the Scousers and that. And the Manx and this, that, the other, so, you know, when the parcels come on. So what I was doing, I was doing the trolleys. So in the morning, every other morning, yeah, I'd go to the kitchen at like 6 in the morning, get all the milk for all the wings, all the cases of milk, and then I'd like walk around all the wings and chuck the milk in. So I was like smashing the fucking parcels, wasn't I? I was nice. I'll be honest, I was young, I was stupid, so I wasn't hardly making no money in that. I was just making like food and just daft, do you know what I mean? I was just getting used basically. But it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, and then, so what happened was, the what?
The gopher.
What, the Joey, you mean?
The Joey, what's the Joey?
Joey, is that what she means, Joey?
No, gopher.
Yeah, the Joey, yeah, the Joey, I was the Joey, yeah.
Is that a Joey?
Yeah, Joey, the idiot, yeah.
No. We don't want to hook things up and do class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean that. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Never mind, you go for this and you do that.
Yeah.
Pass things back
Gopher,
into...
as an Americanism. Our
Like
slang is all American, drug
Californian.
slang and American business slang. It's so different
like-
from the UK.
Yeah.
It's like if you're the one who like passed that for us because you're out passing the milk, you pass stuff.
Yeah.
I
I know what
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the gopher,
Porter would be doing the passing, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And you did. It's like they'll give you the candy bar or they'll give you something passing it, you earn your money or kind of back you that way. And that's how you earn your money.
When I first went on to be jail, that's when I started, yeah.
So what were your cellmates like in that one?
Very good. I had a cellmate now, he's an IPP, his name's Paulie Ashmore from Oldham, yeah. Proper lovely lad. He was doing a 5-year IPP back then. And IPPs are like indeterminate public protection. So you can go in for the 5 years and there's still people in now from 2004 still in on IPP. Danny, yeah.
Pepsi Watson.
Not what's his name? Yeah, Pepsi Watson, but what?
Oh.
He's on IPP. There's loads of people I know that are still on IPPs.
It's like you've got a sentence, right? And it's got a term you can go to the board, but they can keep you in for 99 years. So you could have a 2-year sentence and not get out for decades, and there's people stuck in it. The politicians have cancelled it now, but you've got all these guys stuck in that.
Still on it.
And they won't reverse it, because if they get out and do something, then the politicians are going to...
So is it a really violent crime that they're on this IPP?
Supposedly, but it's not
no.
all. It's not
Some
all.
of a lot of people
But if it
got
was that
stitched up.
violent, why didn't they sentence him to that length of time
Should
in the
have
first
just
place?
they should have just done what was right for that charge.
Well, yeah, instead of keeping them on a hook, I don't get
It's a head mess.
That's not right,
The
is
worst
it?
part's not knowing what your sentences, is it? These guys never know when they're getting out.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
so
just do that to you, like,
yeah,
you
so
just sit there.
yeah, so I had the padman called Paulie Ashmore. He's back in now. He's got on a conspiracy charge. Like he's looking at big time. Like he hasn't done anything wrong. Like, but obviously with them IPPs, he's been in over a year now. No court date, no this. You know, stitched him right up. So yeah, he was a proper sound. He was on the enhanced wing. You know, everything was good. It was just I really enjoyed jail that time. I know it sounds crazy, like, but oh yeah, up until I got classed up. So my pad was all rammed down, the best of the best, you know, everything was good, me and my mate. And basically I got classed up. So one morning, security had come to me and was like, oh, you're getting shipped out. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I wasn't used to getting shipped out. No, do you know what I mean? I wasn't used to it. Do you know what that is, shipped out? Yeah, so I was getting shipped out, so I was like, fuck, mate, you know what I mean? I went to their reception and that, shitting myself. They're like, you go to Stoke-Keith. So I was like, oh, not too bad, you know, all my mates and that are there. So I ended up going to Stoke-Keith. I was only there a day, yeah, on the induction wing. They called me into the office. They were like, oh, you've got a Cat D review. I was like, what do you mean? They were like, your Cat D review. 2 days later, I'm on another bus to open jail, mate. To Thorn Cross, yeah. It's on it, yeah. So I was buzzing, mate. So I ended up going to Thorn Cross. I had about, what did I have, 6 months to go or 7 months? I'll tell you when I went to Stoke-Keith, it was the day Madeleine McCann, not Stoke-Keith, Thorn Cross, was the day Madeleine McCann went missing. 2007, wasn't it? Yeah, so it was because I remember going there and I was on the sweatbox and they were talking about it, like, and I try to remember this. So anyway, I went to the open jail and it was mint there. Honestly, it was mint. For the jail, like, it was just mint. Got there and all that. What happened there? What could I say?
In open prison, you're allowed Cat D, you're allowed days out.
Yeah, Cat D, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So I'll just get to them. So I started getting me days out. But what I was doing when I was getting me days out is going home, because obviously Warrington's only 25 minutes away, innit? So Warrington to North Wales, you're only meant to go to Warrington Town Centre, like have food and have your family. I was just flying home, having food, seeing the boys, coming back to jail. But what I was doing when I was going home, I was getting myself plugged up, wasn't I? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was getting myself plugged up to obviously make food and that in jail. I always like me nice luxuries and that. So I was going, getting plugged up and all that. Oh, tell me about it. Listen.
Phones, laptops, they all come out.
Yeah, listen, yeah, little phone. I'm not joking. I know it's disgusting. Like,
No, they do it though.
Yeah.
The time I had my ass, I think he sniffed my dog to see what was up there.
Yeah, well, that's another story I'll tell you in a minute. So basically, yeah. So I was doing that. Listen to this one. So I've gone home. I was in Stoke-Keith. No, I was in Thorn Cross anyway. So shall I just go to this bit where I got the day I got nicked?
You don't have to cut any long story short. We like all the details.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say what I do. So with this, I like skip to one bit and then I forget.
Skipping's fine, but don't cut stories out. Go back to them.
Yes, yeah. All right then. Well, I'll tell you
everything.
I'll tell you the story. So I was on the wing one day, right? This was my first altercation in Farm Cross, because I'm always nice to people in jail. You know, I just get on with everybody. So there's a guy from Danny Christie's way, yeah. His name's Snaggle, right? He's a fucking big old lump, right? Snaggle. I remember it. So what happened was, he was my pal, you know what I mean? He was my good mate in there. So one day I've come out to shower, and I've just had me, you know, when you towel wrapped around you. So I've like walked to my pad, he's kegged me, hadn't he? Do you know what I mean? In front of everyone, like, towel gone, you know what I mean? I was like, you fucking bella, you know what I mean? And he's like, who are you talking to? I was like, you fucking bella. So he run over, grip me down, like up against the wall, yeah. I was like choking. He's like, you ever call me that again, I'll snap your chin. So he let me go, I've turned around, gone, you fucking bella. He's come running, you know, boom, yeah. Not joking, Sean, right? He broke all my eye socket off one punch, yeah. I'm not joking, flew through me, because you know, like when you got nothing on your feet, like that kind of, I don't know what material, whatever floor it was, but anyway, I flew, broke my eye socket, and then what happened was then they fucking got the boys, because you go to outside hospital on your own, bro. Do you know what I mean? I had to go in a taxi to outside hospital. That was it then. People on the phone, like, yo, meet him down in the hospital, yeah. You know what I mean? yeah. So So
down at the hospital.
Yeah, no, honestly, you just bring stuff back in, like, do you know what I mean? But so.
So was that beef squashed with that, or was the
listen, as soon as it happened, mate, and I come back off the hospital, he was like basically not nearly crying, but he was like, look at me pal, I'm so sorry. He was on the juice, wasn't he, in jail? He was only like 19, 20. He was like a big old tank, like, and like he was like, sorry. I was like, there's bird, there's this, there's that, I'm sorry. And so yeah, it got squashed, like. Well, I'm trying to think of other like mad stuff that happened in there. It's hard to remember, you know, back. Yeah, do you know when you have it? Because obviously, that's what I mean.
See anyone getting jugged or stabbed?
Yeah, well, I'll get back to them stories. Yeah. Well, I've just come back. So when we fit, so what?
Did you get high in there? Did you do drugs?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah. I'll tell you 2 seconds. So I've missed the story out. So when I was in there. Of course, on this time, my mate came and said, all right, this is when he got stabbed. So what happened was we were on the induction wing. I don't know which year it was. It was around that time. We was on the induction wing. Oh, it was that time when I went. So I went on for the induction. I remember that. So I went from the induction wing with him, over to Beaches Green. This is how I went over to the nice wing. So what happened was we went on there, and we went on there at like 8:30 at night. So the whole wing was locked down. So when we've come on there on the trolleys, it's made a noise in it. So everyone's come to like the doors. And, what's going on here? Who's that?
This podcast is sponsored by Gadfly Press. We're proud to announce the publication of Scotland's Johnny Boy, the bird that never flew. From the back cover, all his life, Johnny Boy Steele has been running, first from an abusive father, then from the rigours of an approved school and a young offenders jail, and finally from the harshness of adult prison. This book details how the Steele brothers staged the most daring breakout that Glasgow's Barlinnie prison had ever seen, and recounts what happened when their younger brother Joseph was falsely accused of the greatest mass murder in Scottish legal history. We're talking the ice cream wars there. If Johnny Boy had wings, he would have flown to help his family, but he would have to wait for freedom to use his expertise to publicise young Joe's miscarriage of justice. This is a compelling, often shocking, and uncompromisingly honest account of how the human spirit can survive against almost crushing odds. It is a story of family love, friendship, and, ultimately, a desire for justice. So, Scotland's Johnny Boy, the bird that never flew, is available worldwide on Amazon. Link in the description box below this video. Thank you for supporting our sponsor. Cheers.
So, me and my mate, we've gone on from Furlong Green over to Beaches Green. My mate's mixed race, good lad, a lunatic like, but yeah, he's a good lad. So we've gone on there, and obviously all the Scousers have obviously seen us come on there late at night, and they've all been using like racial slurs and stuff, out the window, and like really winding him up. But I'm on my bed, me shit, like shitting myself thinking, oh, it's going off in the morning, right? So anyway, we was arguing all night. They were arguing back and forth through the windows and that. In the morning, I've been ready with my little toothbrush like that at the door, yeah? ready, yeah? So anyway, we've opened the door and I've just gone straight out, just, you know, not that I was going to do so, I was just scared I didn't want to rush it in. So basically what happened was, they've come down into the pad, loads of Scousers and that, yeah, all talking and that. I thought I was going off here, but they didn't do anything that morning. But that same night, my mate was on a visit, yeah. He went on his visit and they come down to the pad, like talking and that, oh, where's your mate actually from then, blah, 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 blah. So I was just talking to him and then they went and that, and then he's come back at about 7:45 off a visit. And then as he's come through the door, he went on the toilet. The toilet's right by the door. Next minute, this heroin user's come running in, yeah, as my mate's been on the toilet and go, whack, cut my mate right from there all the way down there, yeah, right, like it was pretty, you know, he's got a big scar there now, like, so my mate's obviously finished the toilet, blood everywhere, run out, who the fuck was that? Do you know what I mean? And obviously
Did you get stabbed by a fucking shitter?
Yeah, so obviously, well, because obviously they obviously paid this heroin addict to do it, the lads, yeah.
This is just because he was mixed race?
It could have been because of that, or because he was just beefing back on him and he did.
Yeah.
So they were
standing up for himself.
Yeah, they were obviously trying to bully him and intimidate him, but he gave it all back. So they sliced him for. Well, they paid someone to obviously slice him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so then he run out and then obviously the lad was disappeared. He must have went into someone's cell. Do you know what I mean? So then obviously the officers have seen him blood in. They've obviously pressed the bell. Next couple of seconds later, Screws come running in. Locked the wing off, everyone behind the doors, you know what I mean, and they come into us, it's like, oh, we're going to have to move you off the wing, innit? But they separated us, mate. Well, they put him on healthcare because of his cut, and then moved me over onto the enhanced wing.
Were they trying to get you because you were with him?
They didn't try and get me, they were all right with me. Okay. Yeah, they were actually sound with me, they didn't try and get me at all, because he went on a visit from like 6 till 6, so say about 6:30, so 6 till about 7:45. And I was on my own in the cell. I didn't really go out on the association because I was obviously on edge, do you know what I mean? I was a bit nervous, like, and it was like, you know, I was only young at the time. But yeah, so yeah, they didn't do nothing to me.
So at this point in your story then, how old are you?
I was 18.
18.
Yeah, so when I went to jail on the August, so it was from the August in the end of September, so it was in between August 06 and September 06, like in a month before I got sentenced. Because I remember I went from Furlong Green to there, and that's why I went over on the enhanced wing, because there was only space on there, so I landed lucky really. Even though, look, he got sliced and that, you know, but from that incident happening, I landed on a nice wing, and I stayed on that wing up until, so from the August, September up until the June. Was that when Madeline McCann disappeared, the June time?
You were there nearly a year.
Yeah, nearly a year on it. Yeah, it was lovely on there, honestly.
So that was an easy ride, the rest of it?
And then, did you go home then? Sorry, Sean.
It's alright, go on.
Did you go home then back to Mars and that, or did you get back?
No, I went to obviously the open jail. Then I went, so I was in for like, I can't remember, I was in for 27 months, wasn't I?
Yeah.
He's working his way up to Walton.
Yeah, I got some stories on Walton, like, yeah. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah. So it's trying to like think, you know, because I haven't like actually thought about it. I'm just trying to get stories.
So did anything dramatic happen in that one, or you got back out on the streets?
Yeah, so what happened was on that one, I remember in Thorncross, when I was going on getting the drugs on their home leaves. But my mum didn't know, obviously, do you know what I mean? She's dead against all that carry on. But I was just doing it on the slide, do you know what I mean? So what happened was I come back off a town visit, but I was in a rush because my mum took me for food and all that. And then I said, I'm just going to go to my mate. She's like, hurry up. So I didn't have time to grab it and, you know, deal with it. So I had to just like put it between my thing. Anyway, so when I got back, they've had the dogs on, haven't they, in the open jail, yeah? So they've had the dogs on, yeah? And then the dogs have been like, right by my thing, yeah? So they were like, look, strip search. So obviously I just passed it to them, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then what they done then, this Mr. Navy sheriff, anyone's in Thorncross back in 2006 onwards, there was a guy called Mr. Navison who's from the army, yeah? He went to work and he was a horrible man, yeah? And he was having me squatting and that, bro. Like literally squatting. I was only a kid. Do Do you know what I mean?
On you.
Yeah. So what they done then is chucked me in the block. That was it. Back to Stoke Heath for a while, then, wasn't it? And then I went back and I went and done my time, rest of my time in Stoke Heath. And I got out, I was about 21, 22, I can't remember, something like that.
Do you have a plan for when you were getting released?
Yeah, you do every time you go to jail, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to stop drinking, I'm going to stop doing this, I'm going to stop doing that, but it was always the same.
It's not that easy though, once you're in that circle,
week.
you've got nowhere else to go.
Nah, not even that. It was as soon as I got out of jail, I was back with the same people doing the same thing, innit?
Same crowd.
Yeah, same crowd, doing the same
You've got to
thing.
move away from the crowd to move away from the
Yeah,
actual
well, that's what I've done
thing,
now.
you know what I mean?
That's going to lead up to what I'm doing now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I got out.
Was that the last time you were in then?
No,
you've been
oh,
back
that's
in
only the
since then?
start.
It does end up in Walton.
Yeah, that's only the
How many times
start.
have you been locked up?
14.
Toilet.
14.
14 times. Oh, and I've done 8
What,
years.
all
I've
short?
done.
All
Yeah,
short
yeah.
ones?
Apart from that long one. After
How
that.
old are you now, sorry?
34.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You're only a year old.
Yeah.
He's only in his 20s.
Yeah. So yeah. So
It's well preserved.
Thought he was younger.
Sorry, please.
yeah.
I'm
So
listening thinking, what the hell? He's only in his 20s, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. So I've done it all in all. I class it as 8 years, but I've done when I've added it up, I've done 7 years, 11 months.
Oh, it's
And
long,
it's
yeah.
it's a long old time. It's long, you know.
It is.
It's but
So what was the next thing with the police?
so Sean, I got out at that time and I got a recall, mate. So why I got recalled, daft, mate. I ended up getting 9-month recall for smashing my mum's front door window. Yeah, but it wasn't that I was smashing it like I would have.
You locked out?
No, yeah.
Trying to
So
get in.
because my mum's deaf, yeah. She's had operations on her ears and that, so she's been sleeping on a good or a bad ear.
And couldn't he listen
So
to
if
you
that's
all
bad,
night?
so she's been sleeping on a good ear, so I've been banging, it was like 4 in the morning, I had the t-shirt on, I'd been clubbing and that, yeah. Oh, it was freezing, so I ended up banging, so the neighbours, because they knew I was a bit naughty, they've obviously thought I was kicking off. Do you know what I mean, Sean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what
He did his mum to say I'd locked him out.
yeah, so yes, yeah, well no, she did say that, but the council, I'll
That's
tell you
if they won't
that.
listen,
So
will they?
what happened was, I don't know why I done it, but I just smashed the window. Do you know what I mean? I put my hand through, yeah, and then I got cuts here, and then blood everywhere, and then obviously the police come and nicked me, innit? And I didn't get done, I didn't go to jail straight away. I got charged with it, criminal damage, so I went to court and all that, got a fine for it. Then a week later, probation phoned me up. They went, I've got some bad news for you, Paul. I was like, what? They went, we've got to recall you. I was like, what do you mean? They went, we have to recall you because you've committed a crime whilst on licence. I
I'm
thought,
trying to break in your own house because
yeah,
you
but
won't
listen
out
to
there,
this. Do you know what they said to me, Sean? The scumbags, probation are scumbags for doing this. They went, listen, they went, go and hand yourself in. They went, we'll have you out in a couple of weeks, mate. They didn't get me out right till the end of my sentence, mate. Even though I started being a bit naughty afterwards, yeah. Like I was naughty in jail, yeah, but that was only because I was getting nowhere. Do you know what I mean? I had oral hearings promised. They kept me right to the end, like.
False pretences, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, they stitched me right up, mate. Yeah, horrible they are. So I'm trying to think whereby we're at.
What happened during that incarceration then? Anything more dramatic?
Yeah, so what happened was then, that time, the screws broke. I remember they broke me ribs and that. So what happened? Yeah, my mum got the MP and that involved because I was only a young lad still, when I was always been dead skinny and that, yeah, Sean. Dead skinny, small and that, do you know what I mean? So one day I was naughty in jail. I was going off there. I was fighting with the screws all the time. I was smashing my cells up. I was just naughty. Do you know what I mean? So that time I remember I was in Stoke Heath and they broke me. So on the F wing, yeah, you've got a part of the stairs where the camera you can't see, the cameras can't see. And what they done, I was hanging on to, because I was on basic. That's what it was. I was on basic around Christmas time, and I was like, look, I need to be off basic. I've been on basic for 6 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you've had a warning for not going behind your door in time or something daft. I'm like, how can you keep stitching me up? I said, I'm not going behind my door now. You know, you better put me down the block, shit me out. So I remember they were like, go behind your door, and I grabbed onto the stairs, yeah. They were trying to grab me, and I remember one of them, they come like at the side of each other, just went bam, like a proper nasty, and it dropped me. Have you ever been hit in the ribs?
Oh yeah.
Takes the wind right out of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Takes the wind right out of you, mate. And broke my ribs. I was in agony. Put me down the block, and what they done as well, they dragged me off to the block, mate. Do you know what I mean? Dragged me, and it was horrible. Do you know what I mean? All that block there, yeah. There was a lad that they said killed himself, yeah, some Scouse lad back in the day. They were nasty. They killed this lad, yeah, and I'm going to say his name, yeah. Can I get in trouble for saying that?
Is he dead?
He's dead.
You can say his name.
This lad, Tankard, right, from Liverpool, he's a proper kid, right? He'd never killed himself in a million years, yeah. They said that this guy, who's out soon, he was out soon, he was a proper naughty kid, but sound. They said he hung himself, and there was no way in a million years this kid would do it. They killed him, trust me. They were nasty down there, them Stokeheath screws were nasty, trust me, horrible screws. Same as with Walton. In Walton, they're not as bad as Stokeheath. Stokeheath are probably, like, out of all the jails I've been to, the worst officers, mate. Oh, they're nasty. Oh, trust me, I've had some hidings off them in Ayrshire.
Blackie wasn't in any of these prisons.
Yeah, he was in Old Court. Yeah, so I've got a story for it. I've got a story, and people might not believe me here. They might believe me, or they might not believe me. So I'll tell you the story about Purple Blackie. So he was on what was it, Val Red, he was on Val Red. I can't remember what year, but it was a fair few years ago. And obviously, do you know what Scousers are like, don't you? So when you get in jail in all course, you get the Scousers, and they're all young kids, yeah, they all get together, and they're all ruthless little Scousers. Yeah.
Is that next one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Sean, what they've done, I know this is true, but people might not believe me. They've got him Purple Blackie's cell, yeah. He's been sitting on a chair. They've put a bed sheet on him, yeah, and pulled him to the floor, put him in a bed sheet. I believe my friends, yeah. I didn't actually see it, but it was going around the jail that they put Purple Blackie in a bed sheet. Do you know what I mean? And it's easily done. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So if you're if you're just sitting on a chair now like this, yeah, and someone comes hold, so you get the sheet like that, so holding it like that, I'll just put it over, so it's down your thing, it's there, do you know what I mean? Push it to the floor and pull it down, do you know what I mean?
Can't move.
So yeah, I think it's true, like, because they're not going to lie if the story's going around the jail. But yeah, that's it. I've seen Purple Blackie, I've seen quite a few people in jail, like.
What's he like in person? Puddled.
It's weird to me, it's just, I don't know, weird, like. How can he explain it? Just
he likes boys
quiet. Do you know what I mean? Really quiet, and like he looks lost in himself. Do you know what I mean? Like he looks lost in himself.
Didn't he carry around a little plastic bag?
That might have been on the out.
I can't remember. We've had so many Purple Blackie stories.
Yeah. I know he used to go and peel boys muscles.
Yeah, some of the stories you don't know if they're true. Yeah, you don't know.
We used to hang out with Wellman. Wellman was.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, Wellman would get in his car and take him around.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's sick. So let me just think. Where are we at now with the jails? So
I think we're on your third release, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just. Did I go to Walton that time?
You've just come out of the open prison now, haven't you?
So let me tell you. So this was when I first went to Walton. So on this sentence, I went from Old Course to Stokeheath to Walton. Yeah. So my first Walton experiences. So what happened was I was in Stokeheath when I went to Stokeheath all through my child thing, like twice some sentences. Anyway, so I remember. I was padding up with a lad called Kane. I was padding up with my mate Leon this time actually. I went with Kane. So I was padding up with Leon, and the screws come to me and said, "Oh, you're getting shipped out." And Leon's like, my mate just passed away, bless. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So Leon's like, "Oh, you're going to Walton, bro." I was like, "Fuck off, lad." I only had about, I think it was 9 weeks left or something, yeah, because I turned 21 and I was a bit, they didn't like me in there. So anyway, I was getting shipped out. Went up to the reception. I was with Kane Williams, Mark Burgess, and some other lad. I can't remember who it was. You go to Walton? Oh, we were all like, we were buzzing, but inside, it was a bit, So on our way to Walton, we've got there, and it was a lot different, Sean, like, compared to what I'm used to. It was a proper HMP jail, do you get what I mean, mate? The screws were big, they seemed, they seemed nasty at the start, you know what I mean? So we got in the reception and all that, and then got on, you know what it's like when you go to reception, don't you? You get all your kit, you get, your this, that, whatever, anyway. So we've gone into the B wing now, and I remember it was like just a little door. So when I've gone in, I've looked up, I thought, shit, man, this is jail, mate. 5 landings high, yeah? Proper old Victorian jail, yeah? I'm just a skinny little kid. I'll tell you what, I went with some Scouser, Mooney, I remember now, Mooney, yeah, from Nogsy. So, because I got padded up with him. So we've got on there and that, and then when we've gone into the pad, I tell you who was in there. Have you ever heard of a guy called Turner? Turner. What was jail he got? He was in for that Mikey Knight murder. Do you know Mikey Knight? Deano, he knows all. Yeah, well, I was on the wing with Turner and that, yeah, and it was, I got into the cell, right? There was no windows on your cell, right? There was literally no windows, Sean. But they were only small little things in Walton, just small little like oval shaped little, no windows, you know, because you know, when they're getting stuff it's just a mad jail and all, it's a mad jail. And but yeah, so when I got onto that wing, I've ended up moving on to G wing, and G wing's the biggest wing in Europe. So, but it's all in Walton, it's all like, it's not separate wings, it's all just one big. So you've got B wing, A wing, G wing, F wing, I wing, H wing, K wing, and then I wing, and then J wing just off it. So it's all just one big, massive jail. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So what stories I remember there is, this is about the fate that I'll tell you now. So I was on the freeze landing, right? This freeze landing was the kitchens. I ended up getting a job in the kitchens. So on G-Wing, your kitchens are just off here. Do you know what I mean? So you can just go downstairs and you're in the kitchens. Anyway, so one morning, I was padding up in a 4-man cell, right? But the doors, you'd have to go out, do you know what I mean? The dead small little things. So one morning, I've opened my door, went to go and get some hot water, because you go out and get your hot water. So I've gone through my door, and you know when you stretch like that? Yeah. So it's like everyone used to do it. You just come out, and stretch, innit? So I've come out one morning, looked over, stretched, seen this lad just against the wall with a jug, a jug, right? So I've looked, right? I thought, that's a bit thing. Next minute, it happened within dead quick. How it happened? The lads come out of figure. He's going, oh God, literally. Oh, Sean, it was disgusting, mate. It was. So that there is obviously I remembered that from. Do you know what I mean? From the since it happened, and that was only, I reckon, about 11, 12 years ago. When was I? 21. So 13 years ago it was. Do you know what I mean? I can still picture it now, I'm looking at it, and I can remember.
To the lad?
What?
Did you hear what happened to the lad afterwards?
I can't remember. Yeah, if he went to hospital, all his skin off and that. Yeah, and it was all, so he's gone like that. And it's fucking stuck to his fingers. It was horrible, mate. It was horrible. I remember. Yeah, it was. So he's gone like that. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking disgusting. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in jail.
It's like napalm, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the worst thing. Honestly, Sean, the worst thing I've ever seen. Do you know what I mean? I've seen slashings.
Do you know what the beef was behind that?
I don't know. I think it was over it. And do you know what? I can't. I think it was. It was over it. I'm sure it was only over fucking £50 ball or something. I'm sure it was. What I can remember, I can't remember fully because it was a long time ago, but I remember, but I'm sure it was over Bobby, over heroin, do you know what I mean? But I remember,
smell to it?
It was right, I can't smell anyway, I've always had bad smell anyway, but it was just horrible, mate, horrible. That's that is definitely the worst thing I've ever seen probably in my life.
You heard about that yesterday, someone told us a juggling story.
Well, he turned his head, didn't he, in the one yesterday?
And he'd been jugged.
It was our guest had been jugged.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
But he didn't have any scar. Vulture, his name is.
Didn't he?
No.
He turned his head. He turned his head.
Did he take his head off?
Yeah. Took his skin off all round.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's bad. Do you know what I mean? But mate, so what I remember, looking at him, and I'm sure, if I remember correctly, it stuck to his hands, and it was falling off. I'm sure it was falling off.
It was.
Yeah, falling off. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Oh, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Oh, it was horrible. But another story about that jail. So, listen to this one. So, one day we were all getting pissed in the cell, on the hooch. Me and my mates and I. There was a Wigan kid in there. And what happened was he started getting a bit cheeky with my mate. But we were all mates, so we were only young, give him a good hiding. Anyway, he's run out onto the wing, and the Screws have heard about it. Anyway, so the Screws have obviously come to our cell and said, look, yous, Martin, fucking Kane, you're all getting split up. You're not staying together anymore, do you know what I mean? So we were all like, fuck this, mate, fuck this, what we'll do, we'll jump onto the netting, Jump onto netting, right, we're right. I think it was just a couple of days after. Something we all got pissed anyway because we were getting split up, and we jumped onto the netting. And in Walton, nah, I'll tell you now. Listen.
Stuff in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, so in Walton, there's 5 landings high. So there's netting, but
I
it's.
didn't think it could hold people.
No, it's in Walton. No. In Walton, it's metal netting, so it's just metal. It's just metal, so it can hold you. Do you get what I mean?
So it's like chainmail or just like
No, just like solid metal. You can hold you. It's not like it doesn't go up and down. It's just
not like a bouncy castle.
no. It's solid. It's solid netting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've jumped on there, but the screws can't come on and get you. So we've jumped on at the end association because we didn't want to be split up, but we were getting split up anyway. Do you know what I mean? So obviously there was. I'm not joking. There was about. I'd probably say 60 screws now at the end, all wanted to come home. So it was all screws off I-wing, off H-wing, because G-wing was the main wing where everyone walked through the offices and that. So every wing, all the screws were like wanted to come home at the end, you know what I mean? And they were like, look lads, come on. And then we were all pissed, and then I was thinking to myself, we're going to get an ID here, do you know what I mean? So I was like, look, I want to get off, boys, yeah? So I just got off me, do you know what I mean? And then they kept us the screws, they kept us just like, blah blah blah. And anyway, the Kane was the last one. As soon as Kane come off, they just grabbed us all, twisted us up down the block, but they were dragging us, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, they got us down and gave us an ID to get as well. So for anyone that knows about jail, when there's no cameras on, they know the screws beat the shit out of you. Do you get what I mean? They beat the shit out of you, mate. I'll tell you another when we'll get to this bit in a bit. So yeah, they beat the shit out of you. Anyway, so what they've done, they put us down a block, kept us down a block for 3 days, and then separated us. But they put me and Kane on F wing, and the other lads on other wing or whatever. So when we've got onto the wing, we've only landed on the wing. You know the lad that we've had in the cell? He's from Wigan, innit? So F-Wing was full of Wigan people. So they obviously knew about us doing this to him. So we've got up to the 5, they put us on the 5s, yeah? So he's up there packing and stuff and that, and then some Scouse kid comes who knew my mate. He's like, listen, Kane, he said, obviously all the Wigan kids have seen you come on, they're all going to plan on fucking coming and shift you up and that, innit? So that was me, I grabbed all my stuff, straight back down to the office. I said, get me off this wing now, get me off this wing now. Anyway, Kane was like, fuck this, just let's stay, blah blah. I was like, fuck this, I'm getting off the wing. So I remembered it was like near enough social time, so I stood by the console, all the way through up until the end, Sean, up until the end of social, and then they ended up moving us then, put me on B wing, put Kane on whatever wing, but I could have got stabbed up, do you know what I mean? Or even cut or anything. In jail, it's a dangerous game, do you know what I mean, Sean? It is a dangerous game if you don't get your whereabouts with yourself, you can get hurt. Look at that guy with the fucking over the drug debt, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that time we got out. I'm trying to think, it's hard to remember because there's so many.
You're on your 4th incarceration. What was the 4th arrest for?
The 5th one was, so that was, that's in the paper, that one. Oh, let me just tell you about a few of my offences, They're not in the paper no more. I don't know why. With my stepdad, when I done that to my stepdad, it was a big fucking thing, do you know what I mean? And even they used that CCTV now for training, police training. Yeah, because when I've got arrested loads of times, he obviously told me about it, do you know what I mean? Like, we use your video now for training.
You're a celebrity.
Yeah, so they do, you know, so they do. So, but it's not in the papers, you know, I don't get it. It's just weird, do you know what I mean?
Was it in the papers?
Yeah, it was in the paper. It was in the, nah, it's not. I've Google my name, Paul Greenoff.
It's all still in there, I like archives.
Yeah, I just don't know why. So it's like, when I tell this story, it's like, do you know what I mean? The people, you know, it's not in the papers. Do you get what I mean, Sean?
Some things get taken down because of privacy issues,
do you reckon that's
data protection issues.
All kinds of reasons.
Yeah. Or do you reckon it was because it was so long ago?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird, like, I don't know. Anyway, where am I at now? So
you said you'd tell us about your offences.
Yeah, so I can't even remember, Sean. I'm trying to think.
You just told us a story about the jug. That's where you were up to.
No, I've passed that now.
Stop talking about
I'm trying to think now. That's what it was. The fifth offence, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5th offence.
Yeah, and that was assault. So that was with my mate's dad. You know, the notorious family I told you. So that was with my mate's dad. I was in a pub, me and him just drinking, and he started having a fight in the toilet. I heard him screaming, got in the toilet, started having it, sticking up for him, and then the fight spilled out. but the guy was a big guy, so I started just launching glasses at him, yeah? Just chucking glasses, ended up getting jailed for that, got 10 months, do 5 for that. Yeah, it's like...
Was that back to Walton?
I can't remember, Sean, you know. I've done Walton about 4 or 5 times. I've done all course 13 times. Stokey for about 6 or 7. It's hard to remember because you know, because
cycling.
I'm trying to think.
How long was your out in between?
All
Doesn't
different.
sound like you were out for long.
No, I wasn't. So
I
from
was just thinking you were out
so
for
When we
long.
met him, he only goes most of my life's been in
yeah,
prison.
so from 2005 so from October 2005 to December 2018, yeah, I've done 7 years, 11 months. So in 13 years, I've done 7 years, 11 months, basically 8
Most
years.
of your 20s have been in jail.
Yeah, I've got all my 20s, yeah.
Late teens.
Yeah, most of my 20s, yeah. Yeah, it's shite really, but you know.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Never again.
So do you want me to just go to where I broke a screw's leg in jail and what happened?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so, yeah. No, I know, listen, people might not like me for this, but I'll get into the story anyway, yeah? So, it's just so many things that, you know, you can talk about what you forget, what I'll remember later on. I'll be gutted about
We'll do
it.
part 2. We'll do part 2.
Yeah,
You bring your mate here for part 2, or was it?
Yeah. So basically with this officer, what happened was we were on the wing, right, and there was a bit of Scousers and Welsh beef, because all course is Scousers and Welsh, you know what I mean, Sean? So it was like beef going off, and you know, I didn't want any part of it, Sean, right? But when you've got mates, you know, you get dragged into it. So what happened was, yeah, so I'll just get into it. So basically, they were having a fight. My mate started having a fight with this other Scouser. So I'm brushing a landing one side of the thing, brushing it one side there. He started fighting on the corner there, yeah. So I've had to brush, do you know what I mean? So I've been one side and the officer's been that side. But it's a woman, do you know what I mean? So she's run that side, yeah. I've run down here. So as I've run down, hit the lad, she's like behind me and like. So when I've seen red. Do you know what I mean? I haven't meant to hurt her, but as I've like turned with the brush, I've hit her across the knee, yeah. By mistake, obviously, by mistake. So I've obviously broke a leg, right? I know it sounds bad, but I'll tell you what happened with it in a minute. So I was her cleaner. I got on with her. We were dead close, you know. Yeah, I was good at this time because, you know, be a cleaner in jail, you get your perks and that, you know what I mean? So I broke a leg, and what happened was I was on a charge of aggravated burglary. So the charge I was on then was going through someone's door with machetes, yeah? Yeah, so I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. I've got a few more stories, I'll tell you about that in a minute. So basically, I was on the aggravated burglary charge looking at 10 years. Because I've already had knife crimes before, it's a bit of a heavy charge, do you know what I mean? So I was on remand for that, and who had done that to her, got put down the block. I was down the block for 9 weeks, yeah, 9 weeks in just a room like this. But she sent a letter down to the governor, and I say, look, Paul's one of my good cleaners, we get on. I don't want him to get in any kind of trouble for this. He's not meant.
Stop and restart this. Okay, but you carry on.
Keep going.
Yeah, he's not meant to have broke. You know, I don't want him to get in trouble because you know it's not like she just obviously stopped the fight, and obviously I've hit her by mistake, you know what I mean?
Obviously she's realised that.
I've seen her after. You remind me of her actually.
Right.
Yeah, because she's a Scouser, Jeanette. Listen, I've got on with her for years in all course, you know what I mean? She's sound, she's not one of, she's actually sound like. But yeah, I was down there for like 9 weeks, Sean? But I started losing the plot down there. I was smashing my cell up every day, and I was just, I was losing the plot. I was hearing voices, and like at one point, my mum got worried about me. Do you know what I mean? Because they wouldn't let me back onto normal wing, because obviously what had happened, and no jail would accept me because I was on remand. So I was just stuck. But then one night, about 6:30, the officer come to me. He's like, no, this is what I'd done. I was in the yard for smashing up, yeah. I was just in my boxes and that, it was raining and that, yeah. And they come to me with my bags, they're like, lean off, you're going home. I was like, what do you mean I'm going home? They're like, you're going home. It's like, fuck off, spat, like a knob, yeah, just. And they were like, I was like, where am I getting shipped out to? They were like, look, you're going home. I was like, whatever. So they took me to reception, like, yeah, you're going home. Case got dismissed, yeah. Because of the case, the police had done a bit of work, realised that these rats were lying to set us up, Do you know what I mean? They said we went in their house with machetes to rob them and we robbed this and that. We didn't. They just didn't like my mate's family and they just wanted us off the streets. Yeah, stitched us up big time, mate. So yeah, and case got dismissed. So I ended up going home one time, yeah. So I ended up doing, I think it was 5.5 months on remand for nothing. Well, and then I'd done nine weeks of it down the block for breaking a screw's leg. But yeah.
And that could have turned the other way for him. He could have got more trouble for doing
Because
something
of
other.
him over that.
Yeah.
Harm a female
He could have got
guard.
time for
Yeah,
doing
that's
that
what I
when he
mean,
was
yeah.
innocent in the first place.
And
What
they
he was
could have
in
got
for.
charges on him as well, yeah.
That's where a
But she-
lot
that was
of the
good
younger...
that she
Yeah, well,
the
she was.
situation.
She could have,
Yeah.
Sean, right? She
Yeah.
could have, you know,
Yeah,
for,
she
fuck
could
him.
go to town.
Fuck him, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get loads compensation,
Yeah.
I'll fuck him over. But
Milk
she obviously couldn't have done that to me because she liked me.
Well,
We got on.
she's
She was one
the
of,
type of person
yeah.
wanting that kind of job,
Yeah.
isn't she?
She's honest.
Yeah, she is honest, you know, and she got.
A lot of them
Yeah.
are. There's only a few and far between in the Scousers that
True,
live
yeah.
with everyone else. A lot of them
Yeah.
are decent people.
Yeah, so
What was
yeah.
your what was your life like when you got out that time?
Now, it's always been the same, to be honest, Sean. I've always just been the same.
Yeah,
I'll tell you where I've been. At one point, I went over to Magaluf for a couple of seasons. So I'd done 12, 13 and 14. I'd done the summers out there in Magaluf, grafting out there, you know, working out there, grafting, working with the Scousers, making a few bits of dough and just partying really, fucking while I was young, innit, do you know what I mean? Shagaloo. Yeah. But at one time over in Magaluf, I was grafting for the Scousers, yeah. I ended up fucking up a couple of times, you know, like sniffing all the work, spending all the money, and you know, showing off with all like birds and that, you know what I mean? But they were working for the Albanians, you know what I mean? So obviously they were all connected. So one day I remember I fucked up once, they gave me another chance, I fucked up again. I went on the missing list, but they come to my apartment looking for me. No, they were in my apartment waiting for me with my roommate.
Scousers or Albanians?
Both of them. There was one. There was an Albanian, yeah, Smokey they called him, and he was with two Scousers. So I've come back from the apartment, wrecked and all. I've been out for days. They were waiting for me in my apartment, right? Give me a bit of an ID, yes, but all my lips, yeah. Give me an ID and said, look, we're taking your passport, yeah. We're taking all your clothes until you get the dough. We want the dough by 12 o'clock tonight, or you know, you're getting finished, like. So I thought, fucking, what we're gonna do with no passport?
How much did you need?
$2 grand. I phoned everyone back home. They were like, look, we're not helping you no more. I was phoning mum and all that. They were like, look, we've helped you enough. They didn't understand the extent of what was going to happen. So what I had to do, yeah, I had to just leave Magaluf, yeah, walk all the way to Palm and over, yeah, to on the other side of the island. It's not like that far, it's like 2 hours right to the other end. And then I went over there and I was like, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I was phoning my friends back home and my mate said to me, he's like, look, just get to the embassy, British embassy, say you've lost your passport. He said, I'll try my best to get you back. He said, well, see what money I can get. So then obviously I've gone up to the embassy, but it's like miles away from Magaluf, do you know what I mean? But I was paranoid, Sean, thinking like, are these people going to find me? And everywhere I looked, I was like, are these going to, you know what I mean? It's like I was on edge and that. So anyway, I ended up getting back, I ended up going to the embassy and, you know, I ended up getting back home. But yeah, I'll never go back to Magaluf again.
Yeah. Well, woman's had to go to the embassy a few times and say she lost the passport.
I put myself into the police once and put me in the hospital and I walked off.
I'm trying to...
Charlie was walking in the middle of Phoenix and they blistered heat on my face. Walked in the police station and said, I'm an illegal immigrant and I want to go home.
Yeah.
And they put me in hospital because my heart was
Oh
up
yeah,
here.
she said, Ma'am, you've got crystal meth psychosis.
Yeah.
You're not really an illegal immigrant.
Yeah,
Because she
tell me
wasn't
psychosis.
Mexican, she just thought she was making it up.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm being honest, I want to go home, it's not enough, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
out.
yeah.
And they put me in hospital and I sat up and down out there, put my shoes on and walked back to the bleeding house.
Yeah.
So how old are you in the story now then?
I was probably about 26, 27, something like that. I've got loads of other stories because obviously I haven't thought about it. So in part 2 I'll have a good thing. Because I've got so much more stuff I know I'm going to miss out on, John.
Alright, but keep going to like your YouTube
Yeah.
Like when you were interviewing
So,
me, I couldn't think of
another time I went to jail for. I'll just go through them quickly, yeah.
Okay.
And then next time I'll.
We'll elaborate.
Yeah, because there's so much more I'm going to miss out on. So yeah, I went to jail another time. I went to jail for another aggravated burglary. This was tying someone up with robbing their safe and that, but I didn't. Obviously, they just blamed me for it. I used to get blamed for a lot of stuff that I didn't do. Do you know what I mean, John? So that was tying someone up. Got the gun. The police come to me, Bird's house with armed response stick. So I got jailed for that time. Can't
It
remember.
must be frustrating getting arrested for so many things you haven't done.
Yeah, I've done it all my life. It's because of the people I was around, innit?
You get a bad name in little groups, and once the police have got your name, and that's all.
They're
With
just
that
going straight
crowd,
to you.
they
It's almost like they don't even look for the suspect. They just
tend to put you out to the crowd.
But the thing is, like, if you've done loads of crime and got away with it, you can't complain if the police stitch you up.
Yeah.
That's the method they use to get you.
Yeah.
You've already got away with loads of stuff anyway. It's your karma, isn't it? It's your karma.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
No!
It's fucking calm, and if I haven't done the crime, I'm not doing the time. No, don't give a fuck what I've done in my past.
Yeah.
You're not going to stitch me up for something I've not done because I was naughty back in the day. Fuck off.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm trying to. So that time I went to jail again for that. There was a couple of other things. What else have I been to jail for? And then I got nicked with a burglary of a car, of a 40 grand car. Police chase. I got nicked with my mate on that one. He died in November.
You said about your friend Leon dying. How did he die?
So I'll get to that one because I've got two of my mates that have passed away at a young age. So he was with me on that charge. It's hard to think because my mind's boggled. Like, I wish I would have written things down because there's so much
You weren't know to know that we were going to.
No, that's what I mean. I only thought we were going to be. Yeah, there's so much I'm trying to think.
You're getting up to almost 30 years old in your story.
26.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do, shall we get to where my last jail sentence and
Yeah.
and then we'll go back where we've missed on part 2 because there's loads of stuff I've missed out, Sean. Loads of stuff. Yeah, so my last jail sentence, we'll get to there. So that was when I started changing. I met an ex, she obviously finished with her, it's my ex-bird, and she started helping me change because of her job, and she was a dead sensible girl. She helped me change my thought process in life, and that's why I'm a different person to what I am now. So the last prison sentence, I'd done it in Berwyn, and that was a burglary. It was another. What did I do? 16 months because I'd done a bit of recall and then a fresh new sentence on top. So I've done 16 months the last one. Done it all in Berwyn. I ended up getting my tag and that from there as well. So I got my tag and that, and then I come
Wales
out.
and Birmingham are alright.
What?
Wales and Birmingham in prison, it's alright. It's not like Peaky Blinders going to get tagged to Welch.
Yeah. So I done all that, and then I got out, and then I've just been out since then, Sean, and just keeping my head down. But
so she helped you change your head. What's going on inside? Because to stop, you've got to address your demons. Haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I did do it. I moved areas, stopped drinking and that really, stopped obviously going around certain people. Listen, they're still my mates, but I stopped doing certain things with my mates. Like, do you get what I mean? I can't blame them for everything, obviously. Like, it is I am who I am, but like I stopped like going out partying and travelling, and I just wanted to settle in down life. I still want that now. Like, I still obviously I'm not with my ex now. Like, but that's what I want in life. I don't want it.
How did you two come into your life?
So what happened was my other mate passed away in 2020. Like, he passed away, so...
Was that to do with drugs and the lifestyle?
No, it was his birthday, mate. He was on his birthday, and he was only 34, and he was drinking and that with his mum and his mum went to bed, and he's got a hot tub in his garden. He just said, I'm going into the hot tub, Mum. And he just fell asleep in the hot tub, and nicest lad in the world as well. So I lost him, and then my head was up my arse through COVID and all that. I was just stuck in the house, so I was gambling quite a lot. So I just stopped gambling and just started watching YouTube stuff, Sean.
Yeah.
And I just got into just got into it, and then like...
Were you watching this critter?
Yeah, I've watched him, Darren G stuff. That's who I was watching at the start, mainly Darren G and Cody Lackey. Cody Lackey and Darren G.
He was one of my first podcast guests ever, Cody Lackey.
Yeah. Cody Lackey,
What made you step up to the plate and start a channel though?
So what happened was obviously I started doing the YouTubing because obviously through my mate died and that. And
What was the name of your first channel?
Fighting Trolls.
It's always been Fighting Trolls.
Yeah, I deleted it at 800 subscribers, yeah, because my ex-bird didn't like it because of her job and that. She thought it was embarrassing. So
alright, so you chose, why did you choose Fighting Trolls? Were you on a mission to fight trolls?
Yeah, so what it was, I was watching Cody Lackey's channel and he was getting trolled to death. So I was like, oh, sack it, I'm going to call my name Fighting Trolls, innit? And I just called it Fighting Trolls from then. And obviously I had the channel up to 800 subscribers, it was building. And then my ex was like, look, I don't want to be mean if you're doing all this. So I was like, I'll delete it. So I deleted it, gone. So then what happened was I was missing it, I was missing talking to the people and I was missing it, so I made another one up on the sly, Sean. So this was back in last year.
You had to have a secret YouTube channel.
Yeah. So I made it, so last February I made it, February 21st last year, but I only started really doing YouTube in the summer, July. Do you know what I mean? That's when I started really, when I split up with my ex, I started putting me all into it, doing all live streams, and then I started travelling, meeting people, and yeah, it was good, man, I'm enjoying it. Like.
What is your goal with the channel then?
I just want to, so in about 3 years, I'm putting a 3-year plan on it. So I want to be earning a nice little bit wager, so I can do like YouTubing like every day and have a rest whenever I want, but earn a nice bit of money. And that's it. Not greedy, do you know what I mean?
How many subs you got now?
What?
How many subscribers you got now?
7,500. It's not bad, is it?
Snake pit stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's got to be quiet now, so what happened with
in such a short, it took me 5 years to get 10,000 subs.
Did it, Sean?
You're doing well there then.
Yeah.
I've been on it for 13 years.
Do you reckon if I keep going in 3 years, I'll be alright?
With your speaking skills that we've heard today, and you've got a natural media loud voice.
Do you reckon, Sean?
Yeah, totally.
You're probably good to interview people
Yes,
as well.
You've got a solid career ahead of you in there.
Yeah.
You could interview people.
And even when you have like a load of people in the snake pen, it's really rowdy and everything. You get on with everyone in a way that you may control.
Yeah.
You've got a unique skill set to be doing this, I think.
Do you know what though? Do you know, so what it is, Sean? So say like if I'm mates with someone and they don't like someone else, they expect me not to be mates with them. And that's why from now on, right, I'm just going to look after number 1 now. I'm not looking after number 2 and feeling like I'm going to upset number 4. And I am going to be myself. If I like someone, I like them. If you don't like it because I like them, then fuck off. So
I would say have your opinion.
Yeah.
Schoolyard politics, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't. That's what I mean. So on my lives, people know, Sean. I don't come on my lives going, he's a knob, he's this. Fucking hell, if you need. I don't do that. I talk about myself, right? I'll talk about like what I've been doing, or like if someone comes on, I'll speak what they've been doing, or what they like to talk about. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where. I'm not.
What gives anyone the right to tell you who you can and cannot interview or collaborate with?
Yeah.
Because they've got a problem with them, then that becomes your problem with you.
Mad, isn't it?
And a lot of people.
I'd never interview anyone.
Yeah.
Someone's always got a problem with everyone.
And a lot of people turn on me just because, like, it's pathetic. But like, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Fuck the haters.
Yeah, if they don't want it,
The thing is, if your friendship with those people is strong enough, they shouldn't be putting you under the pressure of saying, it's wrong you doing a collaboration with him and I'm going to be your friend now.
Yeah.
The friendship's not strong enough in the first place,
Yeah,
is it?
that's it, mate,
It's pretend friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like people can say what they want about me on YouTube, but they never heard anything bad about me. Like there's never there's never evidence of me doing anything bad. It's all there, just their words,
Yeah.
Like I've been doing this for months now, months and and people will hate, but I'm still going forward. They can just stay behind me.
Just got to filter out the dickheads.
Yeah. Well, I have now. I've got a proper little tight circle now. Like my mate PP and that. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's from London. Proper good geezer. Yeah, he's like he's not. So say if I get a bit of hate off the Charles, he's not jumped on the bandwagon where a lot of people will jump on the bandwagon and be like, like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. We get it all the time.
Yeah.
As soon as you get so many followers, it's actually a sign of success.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, thank you for being my sign of success, trolls.
Yeah.
But the good guys you're collaborating with, you told me earlier.
Yeah.
People like Paul Venice. What a brilliant guy.
Yeah, good guy. Yeah,
the key is to stick with people like that.
Yeah, Paul Venice K1, yeah, like they're nice lads, like Danny Kisty's, the Paul Venices, they're all like even Dean and Dougie and that, you know, they've always shown me nothing but respect from day one, even when I had fucking 200 subscribers, like Dougie Joyce would always show me respect, do you know what I mean?
Manchester Mafia.
Some people, would just ignore you if you had 200 subscribers, Dougie never did, he'd always get back to you, you know, so yeah, that's how it is, mate.
Brilliant.
So you've got the fight coming up?
Yeah, the fight. The fight is on Saturday, but you're not going to see this, are you?
Oh no, we'll do a live stream for the fight, aren't we?
Yeah, tell you this.
You're coming out with what music?
I'm coming out with Sweet Caroline, right? So, Sweet Caroline. So why the reason behind this, why I'm having this show, right, is because I'm an MMA fan, a big MMA fan, right? So when Darren Till, do you know Darren Till? The fighter, yeah. So when he sold out the Echo Arena in Liverpool, he came out to that tune, right? So when he's come out and he's walking, the feelings that you're going to get. So when I'm walking down there and that's coming on, Sweet Caroline, and all the fans and all singing it, and everyone's like interacting with each other, it's going to blow the roof off the place, mate, trust me.
How many is the audience expected?
4,000, but because it's their first event, I reckon they're going to have about 1,500 to 2,000. But that's still a big audience for the bare knuckle event, and plus the pay-per-views as well. It's going to be, it's going to be a big event, Sean.
How much are you charging for the pay-per-view?
It's $9.99, but you get 13 fights, yeah, and it's not going to be any normal fight. It's going to be a bloodshed thing. It's 12 by 12. You've got nowhere to run. You've got to fight, right? So you get 12 or 13 fights for $9.99. But if you use my code, then you get it for $8.99. So you save £1.
Tony Goose and his crew. Alright, how you doing? See ya. Oh, cheers. Yeah, thank you.
Did you say we need ID?
What's that?
Did you say we need ID?
Who the fuck's going to think you're under 18?
I think you're under
18. I still get ID for cigarettes.
Oh, alright. Perfect, thank you. Yeah, we just got to wait for Ash and he's got our band.
Forward to
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday night. Fighting Trolls is my absolute favourite to win. If he doesn't win, he's going to get absolutely fucking
Who's he
nailed.
fighting?
I don't know. I haven't got an program.
I'm fighting Jen. Go on, give it to me.
I'll be the ring girl for that one.
Yeah, so Sean's a ring girl. He's going to be wearing his fighting some of James's pants.
What ring girl outfit would you like to see me, Jen?
The tightest of the time. Levers.
Tight levers? Like with the phalanx?
Hello.
So how are you feeling at the moment?
Do you know what, mate? I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. I do feel a bit nervous now, like, to be honest. But that's good, because nervous energy is good, I've been told. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've not felt nervous at all. Like, I've done training, I've done the press conferences, I've done all kinds, and, you know, I've not felt nervous. But now, after seeing the fight, I feel a little bit nervous, to be honest. Yeah. But I'm buzzing. I'm upper buzzing for it. Do you know what I mean?
How's all the training gone?
Well, to be honest, I first knew I was going to do the fight in the start of January the 1st. Because I started training a little bit, because I get a lot of trolling on YouTube, it's put me off track, yeah? So the last couple of weeks, the last 2-3 weeks, I've gone up to Port Venice's and trained in this gym here, yeah, Koru Academy, and they've accommodated me and helped me out for the last couple of weeks, and, you know, they've learnt me a lot, fair play, so a big shout out to Nath boys from Port Venice and all the team up there, mate.
And where are you from?
I'm from North Wales, mate, yeah, North Wales.
Have you brought some fans?
Yeah,
down
I've
with you?
got loads of people in there. There's loads of people. They've come from all over. They've come from London, Scotland, Wales. They've come. Literally, there's a load of people in there for me. I'm shocked, really. Like, and everyone's just like, "Can I have a picture? Can I have a picture?" So it's nice, you know. It's nice, mate. It's a big confidence boost, yeah.
How do you think the fight's going to go?
Truthfully, I'm going to stop him. Don't know what round, but I am going to win, yeah. I'm going to win. So after this, when you put this out, you'll probably put... will you be coming to film the fight down there? Yeah, you'll be obviously ringside, yeah? Yeah, come ringside, and obviously, yeah, you'll get the whole fight in, and hopefully we bring home the W in it, son. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, good luck. Great.
Yeah.
Cheers, Paul.
No problem, mate. Stay.
No, I'm off to Ben.
Yeah. Oh, it's Ben on now, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Again. Trigger. Boom. Snap it. Snap it out. Snap it. That's it. There you go. Two. Good. Again. Stay. Fast. That's good. Yeah. Up a hook straight now. Faster. That's it. Again.
Yeah, go over there.
Relax. Will do.
Oh, let's go and see.
Go 4 hook straight. 4 hook straight.
1, 2,
3, 4.
2, 3.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Hook straight. Yeah. Again. Straight. Straight. Faster. Bump. Again. And then a hook. Again. One more. Again. Okay. 2.
Oh yeah.
2. 4.
I can't do them for us. Because of the gloves.
So we'll do body hook. Body hook. Quicker than that. There we go. Straight. Straight. Faster. There, faster. There, faster. And a hook. Good. Again. Good. Jab. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Laughing at, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff there.
What do you reckon? This is obviously Hayden Sheriff, yeah. He's been obviously doing a BKB series for a long time. This is the calibre of fighters we're in. My mate there who corners me, he's obviously a trained fighter for many, many years, Muay Thai, and he's an animal. So yeah, we're ready for it. Oh, not long now, son, not long. Yeah. I'm excited, man. Where's Courtney? To pick anyone I wanted, so I picked a troll, yeah, who's been targeting my channel for a long time, yeah, just being a horrible human being, yeah. So tonight I get my revenge, like, to, you know, get a bit of payback, mate, because when they're talking over the internet, oh, big gangster men, yeah, he wanted this fight many months ago. Now he's got it, hasn't he? So yeah, let's rock and roll.
Why are they trolling you?
Jealousy, mate, because they're trying to do what I do, live streaming and this, that, the other. They was on my channel first, yeah.
Danny said you can't watch it until we all fight and come back.
What do you mean? Yeah, over jealousy, mate, because obviously I was doing my channel and it was growing, yeah? And basically, they come off my channel and wanted to do the same as me. It doesn't work out for them, there's a lot of them do it, so then they turn on me, start making lies up, trying to turn people against me. Listen, I'm still soldiering on, I'm still myself, I'm still doing well. Look where I'm at now, mate, come on. You know, I'm fighting on a big event, co-main event. It says it all, yeah, and I'm not showing off or anything, yeah. I've been put on co-main event because of all the tickets I've sold and all the pay-per-views. They all want to see me, do you know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I can say, really.
Do you think this fight's going to sort out your arguments?
I'll shake the man's hand, obviously, because he's, you know, he's got the to get into the ring. So to me, I'll shake any man's hand that's willing to fight me. Do you know what I mean? It's a proper sport, so we should all shake hands at the end of it. Even if you've had bad blood, shake hands because you've both been warriors and you've both got in there. Do you know what I mean? So
getting close to the fight now. So how are we feeling now?
To be honest, I was a little bit nervous about half an hour ago. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't nervous and then I got nervous for a little bit, but now I've just come in here away from the fight and I'm just like talking to my mates and doing what I'm doing. I'm happy, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm ready. I'm not too nervous, like. Do you know what I mean?
Good. So good luck with the fight. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you now. I'll see you walking through with me. Yeah. Yes, lad. Hey. Get up there, son.
Right. Cheers, mate.
Oh, mate, I hope I fucking do him in there. Yes. This is Dougie Joyce's brother, Martin. Get up. There's only one. Yes.
There's only one of us, probably.
Yeah, he's got
There's 7 of us with all the same. Yeah. We all look exactly the same.
Oh, buzzing, man. I'm excited, man. I love to see you.
I'm going for a piss.
Get up there, make sure you get this on, yeah? Yeah, ladies. Right, mate. We were both fighting for a good cause, but we're both loving lads, aren't we? But it is what it is, man. Anyone can win and lose in this game.
Takes one,
yeah, look at that.
Me. Yeah. That little rot over there can happen.
Yeah, mate, you get one thing on that chin, bro.
It's bare knuckle boxing.
Hey.
I've been in it myself, so I don't know how my life.
Hey, this promotion is going to go.
I've been there, I've done that.
This promotion's going to go fucking ruthless.
Listen, see after this.
Yeah.
Your career's going to fly high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, isn't it?
Listen, we're going to Italy and everything after this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You watch.
Yeah, Italy and
you watch me. I'm joining you. I'm going to the contender at the end, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm in that there.
Yeah. So if whoever wins or loses, I'll be in him. Now we're going into that, innit?
You want a contender as well?
Yeah. So
I'll be with you. We'll be the team.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if I lose, I'll be in it with you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'll be with you. Listen.
So it's not the end of the road for me. I've been promoting this 3D fight club from day one, yeah. And I mean every night, bam.
Listen, you'll absolutely smash it. Listen, I know myself. I know what I'm going to do. I know what you don't. Listen, I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to fucking listen.
Yes, mate. Big respect, bro. Big respect.
I hope you don't recall me.
He gets fucking upset and that. You need to stop it, Craig. I've told you. You're better. Are you excited, Craig?
Yes.
I just want to get this fight over and over with. I brought my curfew over you.
How's it going to go, though?
Yes, mate.
I've been being at 8 o'clock.
Hey, all the other fights got early rounds, haven't they? Other fights got early rounds. He's going to do it early.
Craig, I want to tell you, so just get us on. So this is my pal, from a very young age, right? And he's come all the way to support me, and I'm happy, the people that come to support me, it shows, the
You've
respect
got to get early
and
rounds.
stuff.
All the fights have gone tonight so far. They all took them out early, apart from that one. Took them out early. Deck. Big turnaround. Wipe out myself tonight. How are you going to do it?
I'm going to try my hardest to take him out in the first round. I am. The guy's a lot bigger than me. He's got an extra stone and a half weight advantage on me. But listen, it is what it is. It's bare knuckle boxing. We can go in there and he can fucking be giving it me. And it's just one shot. It's over in it, bro. It's a fucking proper. It's a man's sport.
Every fight so far, bar the last one, they've all come out early. Wiped them out within 30 seconds. Bar the last one. He got knocked down first half. Thought the fight was over. Come back. Fucking upset.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The crowd was up, you know what I mean? The crowd was shocked. Come back and upset. What your strategy?
Yes, lad. Not long now, not long, boys. Not long. So I take my top off now, Joe.
Go on, see? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Come on in. Get in, son. Come on in. Throw that, you were off that.
Do you know what? I've got good thing now. I've got pivots in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean?
And then come right. But do that, do that. Do the body in there.
Yeah, so.
Bobby. No.
He hasn't
Straight
got
to the
it.
body.
So, oh, yeah.
Down to the body and head. Again. That's it. Again. Yes. Again. Again. Yes. Again. Yes. That's it. Moving.
That's what I'm doing. Keep moving, son. Big fight tonight. Co-main event. Get up. Get up, bro. Anyone that wants to support us, yeah? Get over to my channel, Fighting Trolls. Hashtag Fighting Trolls. Get up. Get up.
Well, my fight went absolutely amazing, you know. Went in there, I felt a bit of nerves, got it going, thought, he's a big lad, he's bigger than me, longer reach than me. Just stay off. And then I knew it, I had the timing, bang, he walked onto it. He tried to get into a little kerfuffle with me and I hit him with a flurry of three before he even could think. So, from
Have you been training with Paul?
Yeah, I've had pull down training. I've been training at Immortals Gym, Ross-on-Sea, Mike Egan, world champion Muay Thai fighter, very prestigious gym. Seth Jones, my corner man tonight, bare knuckle legend from back in the day. I've had my coach JT, my trainer coach JT, a bit of a spat of him tonight. He's walked out, but you know, he motivates me to get up every day. My beautiful girlfriend, she's like, make sure I'm all set and organised and ready, mentally prepared. So yeah, nothing's going to beat me.
What's the night been like? Has there been a good turnout?
It's been amazing, mate. I couldn't have asked for a better night, you know what I mean? I couldn't have. I've sacrificed so much to get here, to be in this condition I'm in now. And it showed tonight, it showed tonight. Like, you need to bring something better than that, seriously. He's a lovely, beautiful lad and that, but I want a proper test, me. I want to show you why us ADHD kids are different.
Any nerves getting in the ring?
I wouldn't say nerves, just understanding that I've never done that before, so. But I've fought many times. My confidence comes with the amount of fights I've had, to be honest, the experience. You know, you have to send someone really big in and athletic to bother me.
How do you think Paul's fight's going to go?
I think he's going to have success, to be honest. I do. I really do. I think if he uses his head and boxes and fights clever instead of frantic, yeah, he'll get the win. I do. I think he'll get it. I've told him a few things that I think he should do. Very similar to my approach to my fight, you know what I mean? Because he's a taller opponent, a bit more weight. So just stay off him, defence first, and then the opening will come and seize. That's the one. They come onto it, yeah? They walk onto it. There's one of the most powerful, one of the most devastating punches known to man. Do you know why?
Body shot.
No, uppercut. Bruce Lee style, 1 inch punch, up to the chin. You can't see it coming.
Right, yeah.
Devastating, deadly.
Can't react to it, yeah.
Deadly, yeah? Bruce Lee can send a man across the room with that. 135-pound man send a 240-pound guy across the room with a sidekick. You know, it's all about mind frame. My hero, Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I like his films.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Peace out at the Swan. Love you all. ADHD awareness. Kids in care. Protect the vulnerable.
You alright? When are you next?
Excellent, guys. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Fight out the blue corner, Australia! And Kijoli appreciates in the red corner. Pablo fighting Charles. Well done, guys. Once again, what a great fight. Superb fighters tonight, gentlemen. Some great prowess.
You're a big grinny bastard. It's quality, mate. But no, I'm enjoying watching them. I think people are enjoying it. So keep up. But I'll let you go do your shit. I just wanted to come.
Probably just going to go home now. It's already 11, isn't it? What's your plans?
Don't know. Pack up cables and.
Are you staying overnight?
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, fantastic.
I didn't even realise you was here.
This has been great, hasn't it? Such a buzz.
It's been quick though. Fights have been gone.
Oh,
I think we've only gone to the second round maybe twice. Girls! I'm losing my voice already.
They knock each other out fast, don't they?
They do, straight away, Really do.
Brutal.
Good though, that's what we want to see.
I saw you do your thing. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant.
We can now have a drink. That's where we're going to go now. Have a drink. Are you joining us?
Alright, yeah, you have a good night then. Take care. Yeah, cheers.
Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Cheers.
Yes, people, what's happening? Rough, man. I'm being on because, I ended up getting on the old bevies and that after the fight, celebrating the old loss. But listen, whatever happens, you can say, he's lost, he's this, he's that. It takes balls to get in that ring, mate. Balls. And when you turn up at the event and they say to you, oh, look, you're co-main event now, we've had to move you to co-main event. I'm like, what? So I had to wait all the way through to the end and have that fight co-main event because obviously, you know, my needle moved around. I sold most tickets, I sold most pay-per-views, and that's the way it is. So look, whatever happened, it's a fight. I blew out of it. I couldn't fucking breathe. As soon as I went in there, I couldn't breathe straight away. It was fucking horrible. But someone said to me I had an adrenaline drunk or whatever it was. Yeah, Ash beat me, so what? Fuck it. It takes balls of steel to get in that ring. Balls, mate. In front of all them people, yeah, live on pay-per-view. It takes balls, mate, and I guarantee 90% of you little helmets wouldn't get in there. But you know what? Listen, I just want to say thank you, yeah, for the support as well. To all the good people, you know, the real people. Thank you for your support. I haven't been able to get onto my phone, yeah, because I've left my charger in Manny. And obviously I've been home and I've been just rough and I haven't had time to go out and get a charger for me iPad, innit? For my phone, so I'm not being able to put my phone on. I'm not long woke up now, but I just want to say, listen, the night was good, it was amazing, it was, you know, what an experience to go, you know, your first bare knuckle fight, a few weeks training. Yeah, Ash won, fair and square. I quit. What could I do? I couldn't breathe. It was like fucking I'm burning down there. So it is what it is. Fair play to me, won. But I just want to say, you know, to all these weirdo haters, like, you know what I mean, putting videos up, it's fucking pathetic, man. I guarantee 99% of yous wouldn't get in that ring, mate. No fucking way. Yous wouldn't even enter the building. Never mind. You wouldn't even leave your houses, actually. Never mind getting in a ring. But listen, if anyone's big enough, right, and thinks they're crazy enough, yeah, get hold of Dean Lynchward and fight me on the next fight card. Okay? I'll train properly. Look, I can't take my thing off from the training. Yeah, I did train for a few weeks. I don't know what it was. I just blew out. I just don't know what it was. But anyway, I lost fair and square, and that's it. But if anyone really wants to tackle me on the next show, yeah, I'll put in a full 8 weeks training camp. No fucking about, mate. I'll ignore all your little helmets, because you know all these little helmets? What you need to understand is, right, they're giving me exposure. Do you know what I mean? You're talking about me rent free. So it's all blessed, man. Crack on and do what you're doing. Yeah, the night was good, man. I enjoyed it. But obviously, like, I went right to the end. Obviously, co-main event, you know what I mean? So I couldn't even have a drink in there. So when I finished my fight, I went to go to the bar. The fucking bar was shut. Wounded, mate. So obviously, yeah, it is what it is. I just want to say thank you to all the people that come as well. PP and Sean and everyone. Look, big respect to you, man, and everyone that got the pay-per-view and got behind me and all the messages of support. Listen, thank you, everyone. All the haters, keep hating, man. You know what I mean? If you have to talk about me to make content for your channel, then so be it, mate. Crack on to it. All of you, whoever's doing it. I don't know who's doing it because I've not really looked. I've just seen a video of the podcast referee. And obviously he's saying stuff about my sister. So what about my sister? You think she's ass? You know what I mean? Get up there, get up. Listen, like I said, that was a bare knuckle fight, my first one, co-main event. Like I said, because I sold the most tickets and I sold pay-per-views, so they had to move me to co-main event. Because like I lump it, everyone was there to watch me. And yeah, I didn't put on the best of shows, but you know, I tried, didn't it? And it takes heart and bottle to get in that ring. Trust me when I say that, heart and bottle. Yeah, I enjoyed it, the experience was mint. I've got a little black eye, I've got all that swollen, and I got some, he caught me with some good shots, man. Fucking some naughty shots, he was just coming at me. Obviously I was backpedaling. It's hard when you're not used to fighting like that, it's hard, mate. But listen, I take my hats off to him, he caught me with some beastly shots, mate. And them shots would have put any man out, trust me. That big heavy hand of his, boom. And it's so, listen, Ben, it's so fucking, in boxing, it's a lot easier, you know what I mean? You can block and that, it's fucking, they get through your guard. But listen, what an experience, and I'm buzzing, I can say I've done it. I said that was what I was going to do from day one, and I got in there. Listen, whatever you can say about me, I still turn up to fight, and I still done it in a legitimately way. So listen, thank you everyone, I'll be back fucking at the old Facebook, I'll be back at the old, YouTube tomorrow, mate. I'll be honest, like, fucking, I ended up getting on the beers till like fucking 12 o'clock yesterday, and rough, mate, rough. So yeah, I got back this morning and slept all day. I haven't got a charger for my phone, fuming. But listen, I just want to say, I know everyone did, like, wish me good luck and everything, do you know what I mean? And I'm fucking, mate, I'm thankful to each and every one of you, because there's a lot of good people out there. Even people that didn't used to like me, you know, they wish me good luck and that. And that's it, that's all I can say. Like I said, 99% of all the gobshites on here wouldn't get in that ring. But if you do want to get in that ring, contact Dean, and no problem, we'll get on that next card, innit? No problem. And we'll have a proper 8 weeks training. Like I said, anyone got the bottle to do it, get up there. But I guarantee you won't. Trust me. It is what it is, isn't it? Listen, onwards and upwards. Next one is a sponsored walk. I'm going to be doing. If I'm still alive, well, I'll sort that out. Obviously, I'm going to get back to the old YouTube tomorrow. Sort out what's next. You know, speak to the manager and all that. And yeah. What an experience that was. What an experience. So I want to say thank you to Dean Lynchward, Dougie, Ash, McGiffin, everyone that was involved that night. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the fighters. Thank you to everyone, you know. Just everyone was just nice, you know. It was a good experience. And my other black guy, get up there, son. Listen, it's a totally different ball game, that bare knuckle, mate. Fuck me, it is, mate. Once you get one of them foots to the fucking, to there, I've got lumps all there. Once you get one of them foots to there, mate, then you know you're in a fight, trust me. And then you've got a big geezer come running at you, just haymaking in at you. It's fucking hard to fight, mate, but look, hats off to him, it is what it is, he won. And on to the next one, innit? Listen, peace out, I'll be back tomorrow, and catch us all later. And if anyone's messaging me, don't think I'm ignoring this, I cannot get on my phone, I've not got a charger for my iPhone, isn't it? I've only got a charger for my iPad, so listen, big respect, hats off to Ash and everyone else. On to the next one, peace out.
Tell all the viewers watching where they can find you, support you, subscribe.
You can find me. By the way, I'm going to be coming off to do a part 2 where I remembered all stuff, because today is a bit, you know, but we'll still be on it. So you can find me at Fighting Trolls, hashtag Fighting Trolls, yeah, on YouTube. Same on Instagram, same on Snapchat. And yeah, that's it. That's where you can find me. Make sure you come and subscribe. By the time this comes out, yeah, I would have won me a fight as well. Fight Club. Get up. Get up.
Sweet, so let us know in the comments what you thought about this. Please subscribe to Paul's channel. He's generously spent all this time with us today on very short notice. He's so gripping, his stories, and he tells them brilliantly. Yeah. And there's tons more.
Yeah, there's loads more. I've told nothing, I've told, listen, what I'm gonna do, for you, so I'll go from when I'm young again, right the way up, what I've missed out, because there's so much I've missed out, Sean.
We're stuck. Like, you get a book out and everything?
Yeah, there's loads, mate, there's loads. Like, it's endless, I just can't think today.
Alright, well, thanks, Paul, thanks for watching, thanks, Jen.
Alright.
Of Boomer and Jen's Organic Cotton Clothing.
Right, peace.
Are you muscle sore, Jen, after?
We absolutely killed.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Here at Boomer & Jen, we offer a wide range of organic or recycled clothing. We all know our planet is important. We only have this one, so it's vital that we all work together to slow down and reverse the changes to the environment. Whilst we all know that big industry are having a significant effect on pollution, here at Boomer & Jen, we believe that if we all make small changes, we can do our part. Fast fashion causes detrimental effects to the planet. Not only is nearly 20% of global wastewater produced by the fast fashion industry, but there is a considerable amount of fast fashion ending up in landfill. So let's move away from fast fashion items that are only worn once or twice and start wearing extremely comfortable, durable and environmentally friendly clothing and ethical jewellery. Boomer & Jen was founded in a quiet town in Devon in 2018. It has now gone from strength to strength as the world is becoming more aware of the current climate situation, helping our customers to buy sustainable, quality clothing. All of our products are fair trade and registered with the Global Organic Textiles Standard Association. Check us out on organiccottonclothing.co.uk.